In a magical world, the world of Kaomundus, the winds of change are beginning to blow. Adventure awaits. An elf with a gun, a wizard cat, a dragonborn bard, Robocop, and everyone's favorite bunny are caught up in the winds of change. This is their tale.
Oh my god!
See?
Critical.
Don't do that every time.
But you have to, it's a critical.
No. I'm just going to become increasingly high pitched.
We are now live.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, so welcome to episode 2 of the Hardly Nerding Rise of a Kingdom campaign. I'm your DM, Evan, and I'm joined here by our adventurers.
Tristan playing A. Lemieux.
TJ playing Peleus Holymion.
Kareem playing Zorlin Caldra.
Ryan playing Arbiter Rhodes.
Getting in character already.
You have to.
Yeah, you know. It's...
Alright, so we are one short this week, as Sereana, who plays Priscilla, is out due to working, as we are, for the mass majority, university students, except for myself and Ryan.
I'm unemployed.
She has to work her way to monies.
As one does.
Yeah,
Yes.
as one does. So this week, I'm just going to give a quick review for the two guys who missed the last session.
Nerds.
So I think Kareem got caught up on a bit of it, but Ryan has not. So
I'll watch like 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll just go over it quickly. So you got to remember the week before we kind of ended at the top of the tower. So the next session we went ahead and the three adventurers that were there just went out and were exploring kind of the ruins. Oh shoot! Shut up, phone. I'm supposed to be the most professional one. So they were exploring the ruins, kind of exploring some of the more structurally sound buildings. They found some loot, I believe. Peleus found a chemistry set, and then
Dust loot.
tested some of the potions that were liquids that were left inside of it, which ended up to be a potion of greater healing and a potion of
Rejuvenation.
rejuvenation. Yeah, removal of exhaustion.
It was a really big chemistry set though, so it had to stay where it was.
And then they kind of kept going up the tower. I can't remember if they found anything else going up though.
I fell.
Yeah.
And a whole 1 meter.
Oh.
And almost died. It was very heart wrenching.
Seriously?
No.
And then
but-
from there, just kind of left the tower because it was not structurally sound.
Yes. It was scary.
Alex and Lemieux managed to sneak and steal some of the magical trees in the area. So there was these trees with kind of bark with crystal in them. So he
You don't know this.
he snuck up and got some branches off of it.
You don't know this.
You don't know this.
Priscilla
And
Priscilla also does not know, and she was there.
Priscilla was not happy that I tried to.
I saw
Because-
that
That's
part.
why I didn't ask.
Because nature.
Yeah.
And then so he now has 2 branches, and then they went and explored the next most structurally sound building. It's kind of this big, almost looked like a temple, or like a town hall or something, just a large structure. So they went into that. It was kind of broken. It looked almost like a stage area as they came in. There was this chair just sitting on the stage.
Oh, no.
So they approached this chair and were greeted by this voice telling them, let's see, I got the direct quote here somewhere. Sit upon it and you'll see your worst fears, but you will be rewarded for your worst fears. So Peleus ended up sitting in it and was greeted by a very disturbing vision that he kind of replayed over and over in almost this timeless fashion that he couldn't really keep track of. He eventually came to and had some just equipment. I think we retconned from the chain shirt that he was wearing just full chainmail, which kind of enveloped his body, and some other things that he found among his possessions. And then Arlington tried to sit in this chair. Arrington tried to sit in the chair, and Priscilla almost killed him due to that.
What?
She one-shotted him.
She one-shot me with an Eldritch Blast.
Why?
As I tried to get
The
a chair.
perfect amount, too.
Wait. Because you tried to sit in the chair?
Yeah.
But didn't he already sit in it?
Yeah, she tried to stop me too, but like I was too fast. And then once I got up, he tried to sit down because he was really curious.
Why
and
did-
she was like, Eldritch Blast.
Why did she care so much about the chair?
Because it
was
made us
clearly-
faint when we sat in it.
It was clearly a bad chair because they all heard the voice as they approched it.
I'd be just intrigued.
You weren't there.
Well, I am a
wasn't.
Staxy,
Because
so
you're
I
a
need to
nerd
know.
who
I
went to
need to
Hellcom.
know.
Anyways,
I didn't forget about that chair, by the
Anyway.
way. I'm sitting in that.
Continue.
so after that, they kind of continued going, and they found this door that demanded, it kind of set up in this text that kind of transformed so that they could read it. And it said, "The key exists in your head. Use the key to paint me red, but be aware of what you spur, for what is taken shall be returned." So, and then Peleus got the idea to use. They used a little bit of Arrington's blood that had fell on the ground from being hit by the Eldritch Blast.
It was there. I mean,
So they used that, and then it kind of went into the wall or the door-like wall and kind of softened, so it seemed to make a change to it. So then Peleus got the bright idea to go get the body of the Babao, the giant death claw demon you guys
a
had
very
killed.
bright idea.
So him, with the help of two awesome elves, came over and helped them and, used the blood on the doors. And then one of the doors opened up. And inside, they were greeted by the shadowy figure that was almost like a miniature, just one size smaller, Babao, which was made of almost like shadows and like a crimson shadow. And it also had a cat tail. To be more specific, a tabaxi tail.
I get you.
It was cute.
And then battle ensued. They killed it. One of the brave elves helped or both of them helped. One of them got destroyed, brought down to 1 HP. So as they were kind of recovering from the battle, the 1 HP guy kind of
bad for this guy.
lumbered off, and he was just looking beat, and he kind of rested against the chair and fell into it.
Nobody knew that was what he was gonna do.
So he was brought to the tower by the other elf, who was like, "No one must ever sit in this chair again." So
Yeah.
that happened, and then they found a chest full of some loot, which was some gold bars and a little mini figurine of the shadowy thing, and a rapier with a ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got the rapier, I've got the ring.
Yes.
All right. And then
like
they all
rapiers.
went.
I use those.
Oh, you weren't there.
And we'll get to that in character whenever you guys see that. But so then everyone kind of retired for the night and went to the top of the tower where everyone else was kind of gathering for the night to go to sleep. Side note: there was some dwarves looking at some lampposts that were magical for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Very long time.
How long?
Like
The
I think,
entirety of us going through that
yeah.
Seriously?
So-
Just like,
the whole time.
Yeah, so like approximately like a half hour to 20 minutes is how long they were out, and
That's not
The
safe.
whole time.
that's how long they were looking at that post. No, they were just intrigued because they're mountain doors from underground, so they're like,
how does
"Fucking
this
what?
work?
Light? We want this." So to kind of get kicked off and started, you guys are all kind of waking up at the top of the tower. During your long rest, so kind of getting going for the morning, you could attune to the items of those who have picked up magical items. So who
Yeah.
would like to go first? Yeah, that makes sense. So we can go with Arbiter Rhodes, as you were the first one to get one. So you now have a great sword. You now know the name of it is the Lightbringer. It is a +1 great sword,
Nice.
and it almost seems like it has a radiant glow to it.
Okay.
So you once a day you can deal an additional roll of that for radiant damage on top of your normal roll.
Great swords are what?
Great swords are 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
So is that an extra 2d6 of damage for him, or just an extra
once a day.
1d6?
Yeah, so if he wants, he can use it once a day to roll another 2d6 on top of it.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Perfect.
Who wants to go next?
So I would have tried to attune to the chainmail and then just like identified, because I have the spell identify for the ring.
Yeah, sure thing. So we'll start with the chainmail. So I believe did I tell you what that was? In
You
terms
didn't
of
tell me
straight up,
totally. You
Okay.
said that like
just the
its
16.
AC was 16.
Okay, so that has a +1, and it gives you once per day you can be resistant to fire damage.
Nice. Cool. Thank you. And then what about the ring with the rapier?
You
And
feel
it's
if you're
fire.
trying to attune to the ring, you feel like it's missing
I'm
something
just
to attune to it.
casting identify on it.
Okay. It's not an item that would like. How does identify work exactly? Just so that I don't
Yep.
go over the what your spell lets you do.
So basically,
Pretty sure.
if it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, I learn its properties and how to use them, and whether it requires attunement. I know how many charges it has, if any, and I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it.
Okay. Now this is hard because this item is 100% linked to the other item. So without the other item, it doesn't do anything really.
Okay.
It's magical and it's linked to this other item.
Does he know that it's linked to the other?
I mean,
Yeah,
I
he would
I
know
feel as though
that.
I would have guessed that like you need because it's got a rapier on it,
Yeah.
and we found it with a rapier. But like, does my identify spell?
Yeah,
tell
your
me?
identified spell would tell you like there's a spell here, but it's missing the other part. Like it's not a complete spell, so you can't identify it because there isn't a full spell there.
Okay.
Like you can tell that this belongs with the rapier basically is.
Cool.
So they belong together. They won't work unless they're together.
All right, cool. Then that's the end of my.
Eve,
spell.
is that fair for your identify spell?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. And yourself? So with the rapier, you attune to it to the sense that you know you need the ring to use it.
All right, that's fair. That is fair.
I'll let you guys, if you want to go and look at the, like, if one of you wants to give the other to the other,
I'm gonna give the ring to him.
Thank
I'll
you.
let him attune to it fully then at that point.
All right.
Just so that you
But
don't
I'd
have
be
to.
watching it.
Yeah, just so you don't have to go to another full. We don't have to wait for another short rest to attune to it. Basically, is
Right.
my mentality here. So it's not like
Keep it a
we,
move.
we want to know what this is kind of thing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, so you now have a rapier, which is a +1 magical sword. And you feel that it won't be that without the ring. That's almost like the ring's a key to it, I guess, would be the best way to kind of link that. The sword is called Cunning.
Conning?
Cunning.
Cunning.
Yes, sorry.
No, it makes sense.
And it can deal fire damage, hellfire damage.
Hellfire.
The same kind of as the Lightbringer. So you'd double roll once per day to do hellfire damage. And I rule it the same as in Kareem's campaign. It just ignores fire resistance, basically.
Cool. That's awesome.
Does it ignore like fire
Immunity?
resistance for say devils? Because they're kind of used to hellfire. It's in the name Hellfire.
You'll find out whenever you fight
Find out.
devils, if you
All
fight
right.
devils, I
No,
guess.
That's fair. I guess I wouldn't
A lot
know
of
that
the
at this
stuff
point.
I'm just coming up with now.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
It's all good, dude.
Not that you need to know.
love
And then
that.
besides that, I guess you guys just wake up. The crowd among you is kind of stirring. A lot of the dwarves are talking about some of the stuff they saw, mainly lampposts.
Wait, Tristan, are you proficient with rapiers?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, he will be. Like
I
you're
will
level
be.
2. You're supposed to be.
Yeah,
Because,
I should
like-
be because I took
Yeah.
the blades.
You're during this time. You could also talk to the Elven Prince, if you would like.
Taking
I would have liked.
Okay.
Wizard.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, everyone's just kind of waking up. Some like dwarves are talking about lampposts. You would have brought up your kind of friend. He's still like unconscious for all intents and purposes.
Has he melted fully?
Yeah, so like you kind of would have brought him up here to kind of rest, so he would be with a crowd to be protected. He's still unconscious though.
Okay.
Because he was basically on the brink. Like he was, for all intents and purposes, at 0 HP.
Yeah.
All right, and then so the princes are waking up. They're kind of talking about all that they've kind of planned, trying to get the idea. Degen's up and around. He was the dwarf you guys originally met, who was kind of really talkative. He's up and kind of with the princess. He seems to be almost as if he's like kind of their trusted advisor, maybe, or something. He's a very social person. Do you guys want to do anything? I know you had mentioned you want to talk to the prince. Do you want to go do that?
Talk to Prince. Could do that now?
Yeah.
All
He's there.
All right. So I'm just going to approach him, kind of hailing him as I go. He's not talking to anyone else right now.
He was talking with the other dwarf prince, but as he sees you kind of approaching, he kind of turns to you to talk to you.
Oh, damn, I'm more important than the dwarf prince.
Well,
As
if that's how you feel. He says, "Why, hello there, adventurer.
Good morrow. And how are you on this fine morning?
It's quite a pleasant morning. After that sight we saw that night and all the exploration and all the talk of what these dwarves have discovered among the ruins, I hear yourselves as adventurers discovered something quite frightful. Ourselves, one of my personal elvish guards is quite injured and quite under the weather, talking of disturbing tales."
Yeah, the lucky guy. Yeah. What a lucky guy.
Why would you say that?
He just kind
I
of
meant to
raises an
say-
eyebrow and then just kind of
That's-
grimly looks
that
at
was
you.
just sarcasm. It's very unfortunate what happened to him, to be able to sit in a chair that causes such vivid hallucinations.
I see. Was
There
there
less in that chair, guys? I need to know.
was there something you wanted?
Yes, I acquired this treasure, this rapier, and I do not know how to use it.
Ah, well,
Would you be willing to help me out with this?
you are of magical know-how?
Yes. I had only the finest tutors growing up.
He stops to kind of think about this for a moment. And he kind of turns and looks towards one of the elves. You notice this is the elf who was your savior the other night. And he kind of seems very he's got kind of black eyes, as if, well, not like he's been beaten up, but more or less like bags. Very tired, very grim looking. And he says, "Well, amongst the elves, we have this tradition called blade song, which would perhaps be of most use to you, unless you would like to become like a rogue who does magic, which I assume would probably not be to your benefit."
Well, I think blade song sounds befitting to my noble stature.
If you say so, it would be a great honor to become one of the first non-elvish blade songs. And as here in this kingdom we are trying to create this land where everyone can live together, I feel like this would be a great first step to allowing one of our fellow adventurers to become cultured as the elves, despite you being not one. This would be a great honor and a great privilege amongst all of us to share our culture amongst each other.
Yes, equality, cheers, and that's for all. Could you show me how to use this now?
Oh, I myself am not proficient with blade song, but like I said, my elvish guard over there, he's a little under the weather, but he could teach you. I will simply have one of our clerics look to him first.
All right.
So he kind of heads over to this guy with another elf who's kind of looks a little more wood elfish. He's kind of wearing very like tattered cloths and stuff, and he's got like some branches in his hair and stuff. And he kind of seems to be kind of casting some stuff on this guy. He looks a little bit better. His bags seem to go away, and he comes up to you and says, "I hear you want to become among the blade song."
Yes, you've heard correctly.
All right. Well, if we just head over this way, so he takes you to more of a space where there's not too many other too close, as some people are leaving just to get out of the way. And he starts to teach you blade songery.
Blade singing.
Blade singing?
That makes,
All right. That makes more sense.
Singing in
It
the
sounds a
rain.
lot better.
Yes.
That's okay. He teaches you how to make your blade sing.
Alright.
For all intents and
Alright.
purposes.
How's his
Alright,
voice?
sick.
don't think that's how that
Roll
works.
roll,
No, you're supposed to sing.
Oh.
Yeah.
roll
like
a
you're singing while you're doing it.
roll a d20.
Oh, I'm gonna love this.
If you have a performance modifier, you can add it.
Nope. So that's going to be a 10.
10. He's fair. Like, he's mediocre. He's not the best.
Ooh, hearing singing, I'm jaunting over. I immediately take out my fiddle.
You honestly think that he wouldn't be a horrible, like, member of an entertainment group, but he definitely wouldn't be, like, the center light. But
He's got moxie. He's got potential. So yeah, I'm just gonna lay down some background music for him.
and like the guy who was kind of there teaching him is appreciates this and kind of it gives him a bit of a smile. As you can tell, his smile seems a bit pained.
Bad your music is, it pains him.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's the pain from fighting a shadow
Yeah, I'm
death
pretty sure it's
claw.
like the physical pain that's hurting him.
it's not even the physical pain; it's the mental pain.
That's the worst part.
He just went through seeing his worst fears.
Man, I know how that feels.
Oh, dang.
See, the funny thing is, if you probably sat in the seat, it would just be like memoirs.
Like an audiobook.
Anyway, so he, for all intents and purposes, teaches you all that. So now you have the capabilities to do that.
Yay.
Besides that, as everyone's kind of leaving, a lot of the dwarves you can hear as they leave talking about, oh, like we've got to go and we've got to go and fix stuff and stuff like that. Horrible accent, but you know. So they're off. You can tell everyone's kind of been given out a task. Degen seems to be kind of telling a lot of the dwarves what to do. He tells a lot of the elves like where they could be most helpful. You do notice two of the like royal guards get a very stern talking to by the prince, and then like you hear over here, guard the chair, and and they leave abruptly. And then the Prince Degen and the Prince Thorian come over. Sorry, what's the elf's prince? Or the elven prince's name? Immorel, Thorian, and Degen all come over towards you guys. I assume you two are together. Would you guys be?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, I assume you'd be kind of watching over your unconscious
Yeah.
Buddy.
robo buddy.
I'd be kind of
Up.
being pretty quiet and probably have bags under my eyes too.
Yeah. You'd be watching the prince probably as he kind of goes over, so if you wanted to join them.
Yeah.
He would motion to you to kind of...
Oh yeah, well then
Yeah.
I'm going over.
Alright, so, as he approaches, he says, well, adventurers, we seem to have a task for you as a very important first step, if you'd be willing to take it.
Of course, my prince.
Absolutely.
We can't
No.
really say no after he did such a nice thing for me, so.
That is great to hear. Well, I'll let Thorin do most of the talking for this, as this does very much involve his people. So Thorin kind of steps up and he says, aye. So we'll be sending you off to my hometown of Dwaromir. I had to look at the map. This is my own map, but I don't know.
Dude, it's good.
I'd actually like you to talk to the king of the dwarves, just so that we can get the full support of the kingdom, and that way, you know, I'm not the heir to the throne, neither is Immeril, but we'd like to get the full kingdoms on board to our plan here, and the dwarvish kingdom is actually the biggest. No offense to our elvish counterparts, but I mean, we have the gnomes' support, so we're kind of bigger.
He's actually kind of right.
Well, you know,
Really
The,
sounds
the
like
prince
he's
nods, the gen
overcompensating.
kind of chuckles.
Peleus, it's all about how you use it.
The gen chuckles harder.
I do
So
not
we'd
understand, Bard.
like to send you over there. You'd be passing through the Dwaro Peaks. You could probably take it underground to get there quicker. But besides that, if you just want to stay over on top of the ground and walk there to the front gates, you can do that too. But once you're there, you just need to tell him basically what's transpired here and that we need his support. And if not, well, the elves will have a one-up on him. That'll get him going. Now, before you worry, the gen is going with you, so if you don't know the way, he'll be with you. And he'll also be able to get you in to talk to the king, because I doubt he'll let a bunch of wandering adventurers talk to him.
I mean, I'm very charming. But what exactly are we saying to him anyway?
Well, basically, what Immoral has told us is that we want to unite all the kingdoms of this peninsula together to...
So we're talking about the council.
Yeah, exactly. We would extend a hand to the king and to his heir to be amongst the council.
And what if he says no?
Well, like I said, tell him that the elves will have a one-up on him.
And what if that just makes him mad at us?
I won't.
That boosts my confidence.
The gen looks at you and he says, "Well, you have me with you."
I feel better already.
This unit has never left the city. How am I to conduct myself?
Don't kill anybody unless we tell you to.
Are you the purveyor of law in this society?
Don't kill anyone unless we say the law says it's okay to kill someone.
That is not your decision. That is his decision.
I carry a book of the laws with me wherever I go. I'll tell you. Don't worry.
The gen says, "Well, I don't know about the bard, but I'm a politician."
Yes, so why don't you just
It's
listen
usually
to Jen?
them who makes the laws.
He's the one who makes the laws.
Like I
usually.
said, how do I conduct myself?
Well,
Don't kill anyone.
you seem to be conducting yourself all right so far. So if you ever do anything wrong, we'll just let you know. I assume
Don't kill anyone.
your law was pretty similar. Like vandalism's bad, stealing's bad, murder's kind of bad.
Those are the big ones.
We can get into it on the way, but besides that, those are the three major things really. Slander's not great, but it's not really a big offense.
Also, the punishment for all of those. Not all of the punishments are all death. Just putting that out there.
Well, in
They
Boromir,
were
if you
not in my
steal,
society either.
Oh.
We merely had to amputate some means.
Oh, that
well,
makes
I
me feel
mean,
better.
thievery's not really all that acceptable in Boromir. Dwarogard's a different story, but
Can we go there instead?
yeah, thievery's not overly great. But besides that, we're a bunch of dwarves. Just drink and you'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
So you're telling me that I am my own purveyor in how I enforce the laws?
No.
Not exactly, but
No.
your own judgment seems to be fine. I mean, you were a guard captain, so you must know what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm gonna reach up to like your big pointy shoulder.
Do not touch me, citizen.
Gonna hover hand and just be like, I don't know what would happen if you drank, but we are totally going to a tavern.
Very little.
Dwarven ale on whatever you are. I want to see this. Let's go.
Well, our
I
first
bet
stop
that
is
would
at
probably
inn.
interfere with the mechanisms.
That
Maybe not.
usually drinking does interfere with some mechanisms. Yes.
This seems like a very highly complex machine, though. So
I mean, technically, aren't we all except meat?
just try not to ruin yourself, please, Arbiter Rhodes.
But that's the point of going on a bender.
Please.
Thank you, Artificer.
The prince also kind of pipes up, looking more towards Arbiter Rhodes. We do know that your friend has not awoken yet. We will have a cleric and a dwarven engineer, one of our best, to watch over him while you are gone, as we are not sure when he will awake.
All right.
If that is all right with you, of course.
Tis fine.
If you don't mind departing, the earlier the better, as it is quite a long walk to Dwarogard. There is an inn on the way. We would actually, the gen will probably tell you on the way what exactly. We do have some business there, but we do
Does
have
that
stuff
business
to take care of.
entail getting sloshed?
No.
This is a diplomatic mission.
Yeah,
so
you
maybe
build relationships by having a glass.
Citizen, have I told you the fine for public inebriation in my society?
Let me guess, it involves amputation.
Yes.
What a shock.
Well, we are headed to Dwarogard, so we may have to be careful about that one. But
If you do not want me to enforce it, simply tell me.
yeah, well,
Please.
if you see dwarves and they're inebriated and they're in public, that's just normal.
Specifically dwarves.
Gnomes and halflings sometimes too.
Also Dragonborn.
Yes.
Well, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with Dragonborn, so.
I'm talking about this one.
Well, basically, when we're amongst the dwarven cities, that's not a crime. It's a
Noted.
celebration. Or it's just the afternoon. Or the morning. Or the night.
Early morning. I get you. Arrington, please tell me you're not as boring as these two. Please.
No, of course not.
Thank
What person doesn't have a nice drink to celebrate every once in a while?
Goblins, maybe? I don't know. Haven't spent a month of time with them either.
That was a rhetorical question.
Ah.
I knew a goblin. He drank a lot. He could actually hold more than my dwarf friend. Anyway, let's go.
Don't believe it.
Yeah, I know. Seeing is believing, but he could hold it well. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, well, is there anything else at Prince's? There's nothing for me. Thorn? Nah, there's nothing for me.
Right, well,
The Jen, you have your orders, and I trust you, and I trust you as well, adventurers, to do your best. Now we've got to go figure out those lampposts. And Thorn just
What?
kind of hurries off.
What is so interesting about those?
And Averill just kind
I
of
have
chuckles.
no
and
idea.
is
I heard,
I
like,
gaze longingly as he leaves for the lamppost.
Like, you guys saw that, right? Like, I heard about it. What is it with the lampposts?
you would have saw the lampposts as you left.
Just like they're
They're
just
a
looking
mechanical
at them.
marvel.
They're just
Basically,
looking at
this
them.
entire city, despite having been submerged underground for so long, when it rose and it was nighttime, all these like lampposts that were still intact lit up.
No, that's very impressive, but why are they just staring at them?
It's because Emerald would turn to you and be like, well, because the mountain dwarves use torches underground. That and fireflies and glowshroom. But like they don't have a magical means of illumination besides wizards and sorcerers and magical capabilities. So a thing that's self-sustaining like this would be amazing for them.
I just don't get why they're so fascinated by the lanterns when they have things like these, as I'm pulling out the crystal twig to show to Peleus, when they have marvelous things like these.
As you touch that, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
I came prepared this time.
There you go.
What'd you get?
It's a 14.
That's
I think
okay.
I'm okay.
So that's okay.
Okay.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah, nope, you fail.
What?
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
All right. Already.
Is this the saving throw so that I remember that Arbiter Rose will probably kill me if I take stuff?
Well, you
No.
failed it.
You already did it. You already did it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is everything broken?
Nope. That's
He's
fine.
good. Don't worry about it.
I got it. There's some water spill.
You know, as he was talking about the lights, I was probably like, my eyes were glazing over, and I was just like, don't care. Turned around.
It's like if we found a fiddle that could play itself.
But you wouldn't say that.
A fiddle that could play itself.
But Arbiter Rhodes wouldn't
No.
say that.
It is akin to if your puny wooden instrument could manifest itself.
Like, you're trying to say words, but I'm just too bored by them. What are those glowy things you have?
I found them on the trees. They're really cool. They're like
I don't know if
branches
that's what you're saying
studded
right
with
now.
crystals. and-
Yeah, we have to wait till you
You have to wait
fail
until
this
you
throw.
fail
Sure.
the throw first.
That's true.
He's saying this as whatever is
Does
happening
someone
is
wanna
taking
grab me some
course.
paper towel from the kitchen? This is
We're,
great. Well, yeah.
experiencing-
Welcome to Harley Nerding, where we spill water on our audio equipment.
I mean,
Woo!
it could have been like
It could have been actually on it instead of like under it.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it could have been
That wouldn't have been a problem. I wouldn't need the paper towel.
That might not be advisable.
I mean, it's alcohol. It's always clean.
Disclaimer: we are not sponsored by Jack Daniels.
Disclaimer: if
Or
Jack
Nintendo
Daniels
Switch.
wants to give us money,
Yeah, I do that for
Or
that.
Jack Daniel wants to give us a booze.
No, that'd be alright.
Jack Daniel,
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
just
like,
a guy named Jack
the
Daniel.
head guy of Jack Daniels.
Not Jack Daniels
Jack.
the
Hit us up.
company. Not Jack Daniels the company. Just some guy named Jack
Yeah, Jack
Daniels.
Headley.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack Headley. What a boy.
Dude, what if Jack Headley watched the stream?
We should
I
send him an
doubt
email
it.
link.
Dude,
We
do
should
it.
Email him a link.
Be like, yo, Jack,
All right.
your boys have grown up.
All right, I got that mostly under control.
Good.
So now I have to Fuck, there's so much water. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's getting dangerously close to where the computer actually is.
You need a towel or something there?
I have a shirt that I could take off.
Don't
keep
take
that
off.
on. Please don't. This is
We're
a.
aware of the punishment for public nudity in my society.
You are aware that
Decapitation
Well,
of everything that
well,
we can see.
what do
Twitch
you
can ban
amputate in that
people
case?
for
Please
that.
don't tell me it's what I think it is.
Your head.
Oh, thank God. Wait, which head?
Both.
Arbiter wiggles his eyebrows.
Do you have eyebrows?
No.
You can have mechanical eyebrows.
Okay, that's canon now.
I mean, if I was your artificer, I'd include mechanical eyebrows.
Oh my God! Now I'm just imagining like The Rock
You paid
doing the
extra
people's
for the
eyebrow.
eyebrow
but
attachment so that you could
You're a
just raise one
robot.
up whenever people are lying.
Yeah, it's like pressing the doubt button in LA Noire. You just go do 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 do.
Jeez.
And instead of like actually doubting them, you just yell at them and accuse them of the crime.
awesome. All right, okay. All the water is now cleaned up.
Everything is not terrible.
What was it doing? Oh,
We're going back
rolling
to
a
how
wisdom
his life
save.
is terrible.
Wisdom throw.
Oh yeah,
Wisdom
that's
throw,
right.
yeah.
He
'cause I
failed.
suck.
so that's not actually.
All right. I'm gonna need you to start rolling up a new character.
I hope they make him poop.
You
himself.
take 50 psychic damage.
He's a cat, though.
Okay. This
They just
may
do that
be slightly
normally.
out of date, so I'm gonna roll again.
What?
He's might be. Oh, he's rolling on a table.
I am.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that doesn't fucking work.
Is that a
Do it
table that
again.
I might have been used to?
Just stop looking.
All right. Fine. Well, I mean, I can't see it, but I'm like,
Stop trying to look.
I've had a campaign where I rolled on a table.
Oh, me too.
You know?
Yeah, me too.
Rolling on tables is so uncommon. I will never do that again.
Please don't.
You sound like SpongeBob.
No, that'd be that. But I won't
Okay.
do that again.
Here it goes.
What happens, boys?
Oh.
I don't like that.
Share with the
sound.
whole class.
All right, so. All
The suspense is killing me, Evan.
I hope it lasts.
right. Zorlin,
Oh, hi.
you now have the strong taste of horse manure in your mouth.
Oh, so it didn't affect me.
So you can just keep talking.
Yeah,
Citizen.
I'm
Oh, who shot in my mouth?
And like,
first
there's,
time I
there's
said that.
as this happens, there's like a spark kind of comes off of the stick.
Do I notice this?
You would all probably notice.
Did you
this.
just magically shit in my mouth?
fine.
Where
I
did you
don't
acquire
think
that,
so.
citizen?
I was on a tree. Down there. Right over there.
You will relinquish that to me.
All right.
Okay, so
Hey,
There you go.
are you taking it?
I'm not touching
I
that.
grab my shield and I grab my quarterstaff and I pin it between them and I just put it safely inside of my pouch.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Somebody gonna explain to me how you shit in my mouth?
I have no idea, actually.
The
How
Jen's
is
just,
it?
The Jen's just losing it. He's like, I don't know what just happened, but it's hilarious.
You know, you seem like the type who carries a flask with you. Can I have that for a second?
Hi. He opens up his coat and you see 3 flasks. He gives you one.
So, Arbiter Rhodes, you seem to know what that was.
What was that? It's just, this is called the Valley of the Wild Magics for a reason.
Ah.
The magic manifests itself here throughout the nature and the beings that exist in it.
So
This is one of the examples.
nature shat in my mouth.
Yes.
More or less.
You should thank Nature Girl next time you see her.
I will not.
You must
I'm assuming she's here.
Yeah, for the sake of things, she's here, but I'm not going to RP her as I sent Serena a text to ask her, but she never responded.
In these wild, you must be very careful about what you touch and where you step.
Is there
Thank you for
anything
your
that-
advice, Arbiter.
Is there anything that makes booze appear in my mouth? Just asking.
Actually, yes.
I believe,
God answers my prayers.
I believe there is evidence of that already.
Give me those twigs. I mean, let's go to Dwarogard.
Aye, yeah, we best be getting off. It's a bit of a walk.
It's okay. I'll provide some music on the way.
Oh no.
So, do you guys just want to kind of fast forward
Yes.
the walking
Yeah.
process?
No,
Alright.
it's a good time to practice.
All right,
With
so
the Blade song.
You start
Wow.
singing,
You
I
practice.
start
Alright.
fiddling.
Should we use the same song as last time, TJ?
all
I'm
right.
not doing it.
No? All right.
You can do it.
What
with him.
song? What song is it?
Well-
Maybe if you listen to our stream,
I-
Kareem,
Ooh.
you
Oh
would've
yeah, let me
known.
just do that right now, and just get my headphones out. And
You got time.
Well, I mean,
Well-
you can start and you can join in.
I thought we were fast forwarding the
I
travel.
don't know. I think I want to be a surprise for him later.
All right.
Fine.
All right, so you guys kind of go on the elevator, go down. The gen kind of leads you guys out, and you guys kind of set on the path. So on the map here on the screen, let's give it a big old zoom. So you guys are kind of about here, and he kind of starts leading you out this way along the path. You guys have to dodge some of the buildings and kind of go off the path a bit to kind of avoid running into buildings. But then as you guys kind of get here, you guys go up a little bit of an incline and start traveling. As you guys travel, so this probably takes about, it was about an hour that way, so probably about 4 hours, so it's about lunchtime. You guys come to about here, so you're at the crossroads. And at the crossroads, you guys, time to switch maps.
Ooh, nice.
This is kind of a zoomed in version of that, as bad as it is. So you guys kind of come up this way, and you approach an inn here. There's a sign that says, crap, where's the guy's name?
Is it called Weenie Hut
Actually,
Junior?
no, it's called, there's a
Mega
sign
Weenie
that
Hut
says the
Juniors.
happy ending.
Okay, we're going in there.
And
I have a feeling Rhodes is not going to like this place very much.
Wait a minute. Officer, can he fuck?
Oh, I didn't make
Do
him.
I hear
don't
that?
know.
Did I hear that?
I'm whispering.
Do a perception.
yeah, roll a
check.
perception, I guess.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't make him. I don't know.
Do you want to find out?
Well, I mean, no.
Why not?
And on top of as you guys get closer to it, you see the happy endings in pretty big letters, so it's pretty obvious.
Neon sign.
Slightly under it, you see House of Zookington.
That's a strange name.
That's a mouthful.
Well, that's probably why it's called the happy ending.
And it's written very Zorro-like in terms of the letters.
I like this place already.
So do you guys want to go inside? The gen seems pretty keen on going inside.
I'm marching in.
We have business. That's Russian.
We have business.
We will drink dwarven vodka.
Aye, we have business here.
All right. Well, I guess we must go inside then.
What kind of business do we have here?
We're going to talk to the owner, Zookington. Weird name, but we're going to talk to him and actually want him to move his inn from here to our new city. I just gave up on the accent.
It's fair.
No, that's fair.
So the way to convince him that is to drink him under the table, right?
Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but
It's legal.
he's more of a money man. You see, he's a halfling.
Well,
my
that's,
kind of person.
that's
What's
a
that
bit of an
supposed to mean?
assumption.
Hector is offended from an alternate universe.
He's just somewhere. He's like, I'm pissed, and I don't know why.
Halflings are known for being merchants and like making money. So as he kind of goes towards the door and opens it up, and you guys gonna follow him?
Yeah.
Racial
Yeah.
tension
Right.
in the
So
atmosphere.
as you guys,
Yeah,
Too.
I'm like marching in.
all right, as you guys come in, there's
Power
a
walking.
lot of tables. There's some light music playing. There's kind of a young woman halfling playing a very weird instrument. It's
I-
like a harp, but it's also like a piano.
Do I know what kind of instrument this is?
I don't have a name for it, but yeah. It's called the
Harpsichord?
harpsiano.
Harpsiano?
Yeah, harpsiano.
Oh, just listen to that beautiful harpsiano.
Excuse you?
The instrument she's playing. Wow.
Ah, yeah.
Harrington, I did not take you for an uncultured type.
Ah, yeah, that's the Mrs. That's Miss Zukentin.
Oh. Okay. Don't try
Yeah,
anything
that
with
would
her.
be a bad idea.
Okay,
So,
got that.
before any of you get any ideas, points at Zorlin. Lay off the misses.
So the other halflings are fine.
I think so.
Okay, Arbiter just continues walking towards the bar to find the owner of this establishment.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up.
The
to
gen
them.
would also come up as you guys kind of pass through the bar towards the pass through the inn towards the bar. You notice there's not too many people here. There's a couple people here and there. I don't know. Like, would you have kind of parted ways with your previous compatriots?
Yeah,
Somewhere
I
around
did.
here?
Basically, he got me right up to there and then left immediately after for some reason. I don't know why.
I can't imagine you're lucky.
I don't know. He said he had to go.
So would you have like stayed here previously, or
I probably would have.
okay? So the barkeep would
I probably
probably
would've.
remember you. Okay. And besides that, you see some human figures in the corner near the halfling playing the harpsiano. Sorry,
Tradition among halflings.
I'm writing that down. The harpsiano. So you know there's about 3 there, and you also notice a hooded figure which kind of has big pointy ears, not elvish. Ears pointing, kind of coming out from the hood. He's shorter stature, sitting with the 3 humans, and just some other patrons. There's a dragonborn by the bar. Looks bashed in, like so drunk. There's a couple halflings here and there walking around, kind of talking of trade and other nonsense. And there's a couple Dwarrowguard,
Have any of them,
and they're in the very opposite far corner, looking very solemn.
have any of them taken note of the almost 7-foot tall metal creature?
Yeah, a lot of them seem to be kind of peering your guys' way. Really like, what's going on? The actual harpsiano stops and then like keeps going, like somewhat roughly, as you guys walk towards the bar. This short dwarf and big robot man leading the way, followed by a tabaxi elf and a dragonborn. You guys are kind of an interesting group.
You could say
And a
that.
bunny.
And a bunny.
There is a bunny, so
Don't
everyone
forget the bunny.
everyone is a little bit taken aback by the bunny and the robot man specifically. Tabaxi as well is kind of a rarity.
We're the most normal ones.
So as you guys head to the bar, as you guys head up to the bar, you notice this halfling kind of on like almost like a book, like a it's like almost like a bookcase of beer, and he's got like a little ladder that kind of has on rails.
Cool. It's amazing.
So he just kind of comes around, and then the ladder kind of like slides down so that he's still on the ladder, but he comes up to like the front of the bar. So he just kind of like slides in front of you guys and says, "Why, hello.
Hello there.
What brings?" He just
Citizen,
stops.
are you the owner of this establishment?
Stops and looks at the robot man, who just yells at him, just like.
I'm immediately just like kind of putting my hand up against him, like, maybe lower your voice.
And he just kind of.
I am issuing you a second reminder not to touch me.
He just kind of stops,
Maybe lower your voice.
adjusts his shirt, and goes, "I am the owner."
My companion had some questions for you.
I do too. And then the gen's kind of like, "Oi, Zook, it's us, the dwarfen bunch." And Zook just kind of looks over, sees the gen with this huge grin on, like, looks like as if he told the funniest joke ever. And Zook just looks so unimpressed with him. And Zook's like, you've clearly lost the dwarves of your bunch." Aye. So,
We're a fun sort anyway.
yeah, I do have some questions for you. Do you want to come and work for us? And Zook just gives out this big hearty laugh. Ha ha ha! You must be kidding.
Can I use my intimidate here?
If you want to,
Okay.
like, I'm not gonna say no.
I'm gonna be like, citizen, you have no other option.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That is it's a 26
Wow.
What's your intimidate?
plus 7.
I'm immediately
Paladins.
I'm immediately going to be like, of course you have other options.
Zook falls off the ladder.
I would like kind of like not touch him, but like kind of put my hands out next to Arbiter Rhodes. I was like, Arbiter, I believe based on the laws of this land, he does have an option.
He has many options. No being one of the big ones.
He has been drafted by the lords of the
He
community.
has not been drafted. We are requesting.
We are very peaceful.
You see, Zook pops up. Did you say lords?
Yes, King of the Dwarves.
Well, no,
And-
not quite. The prince.
Well, no, we're
Thorin.
going to talk to the king, and he's going to be on board. So he's basically giving consent.
No.
The king is
Zook's
basically
just like
on
going
board.
like back and forth, and he's like smiling, not smiling, smiling, not.
The king.
Sorry, other way around.
Is-
Smiling at Zorlin, not smiling at you.
The king is 100% on board theoretically.
I
Lots
just look
of
at
gold.
the Jin now.
Lots of gold.
I just look at a Jin.
The Jen's like, well, actually, he's sort of right. But for the most part, we're gonna be stealing all your business too. And Zook just like gives him this mean kind of look, and he's just like, "Are you now?" And he kind of remembers that big robot man who scared the crap out of him is there, and he's like, "I mean, yeah, like that's cool."
I think what Degen means is that this is a new business venture and a perfect opportunity for you to make more gold. Just moving location.
Well, I mean, as you see, this is a pretty prime location. Not that there's anything wrong with your guys' place, of course. But I get everyone traveling from Tiras Mall to the Dwarven lands to the human lands to the Elvish lands. Everyone stops here.
One tidbit that might be of interest to you is that there's actually a very recent kingdom that, and believe me here, grew up from the ground.
What sort of rose?
And basically, what our job is here, our task is to bring lots of people to said kingdom. We're just wondering if you would like to move your inn to said kingdom, and you could benefit from all of the people that are coming into a brand new kingdom. You could be the first innkeeper in a kingdom. Now that seems very enticing, doesn't it?
He seems pretty unsure about this.
I don't blame
And
him.
then
I'm going to.
and he's a pretty good judge of character. He turns and looks at the robot man and says, "Is that where he's from?"
Yes,
Yes.
actually, that's very smart.
Very astute, citizen.
For some reason, he doesn't believe that.
First things first.
I'm nihilist.
I'm going to take out a gold coin, put it down, and say, how much beverages could I buy with that?
He's like, "Well, if you're gonna steal my business, you may as well buy something."
Of course.
And then he says, "I'll give you 2 of my best ales."
Perfect. Let's just have a drink, talk business. How's that sound?
Sounds like a good idea. And then he kind of
That is not how contract law
climbs
works.
up
It
up
is
the
here.
ladder again, gets on top of the bar, kind of gives everyone a big look and kind of like, I'm mighty, standing on top of the bar, swoops up some tankards, pours up some ale, and then thrusts both of them in front of you.
I give him a hearty salute.
And then he kind of almost very, well, fucking triple flip onto the floor. Lands, and then it's kind of like this way.
I pick up the bottles.
And then he basically just takes you to the nearest table.
Like, oh, that was quite the journey.
And then he kind of sits up. There's seats kind of for everyone's size here. And then everyone kind of sits down.
I take
prefer
a
to
wary
stand.
look at the chair before I sit down. Wait for someone else to sit down and then sit down.
Everyone else seems to sit down fine, I'm sure.
I prefer to stand.
Have a seat. It's custom.
And he's like, oh, that's fine. Your big intimidating friend made of metal is fine where he is. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Of course.
That's 21 for persuasion.
What?
He's a merchant. That's what he does.
Wait, he told me I'm fine where I am.
Yeah.
Which means I'm fine standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
So what was the roll?
it was more or less so that you can't be mad about it.
I wasn't gonna be mad about it.
Okay.
Nobody knows
Are
that.
there glasses already on the table?
No.
Okay. So
Just your 2 tankards, basically, that he gave you are on the bar if you took them.
okay, yeah. So I would have brought the tankards over. I'm going to say, if I may, reaching over for the ale,
Mhm.
and I'm going to take it, pour it, serve him first, giving him basically a full tankard, and I'm going to basically give myself half a tankard.
Okay. So everyone kind of sits down. The Jen kind of goes and says, "Maybe we should go. Maybe we should go outside." And then you all, I don't know.
I mean,
Do you
we just
guys
sat
want to
down.
roll insight or anything on that? Because it almost sounds like he's starting to try it. Yeah.
that's not very good.
I have no idea. I rolled a 1.
It's a 19.
You think he means let's go look at the risen tower.
Yeah, I got a 14. So.
But yeah,
Quite.
anyone who broke a 10 would know, like, oh, this is what he means. Everyone
Oh.
else, you guys probably think he's starting to try to start a fight.
Yes.
Can we
You remember that city that we were talking about? It's actually the some of the larger buildings are visible from here. It's quite a big city.
Can we bring the ale?
Sure.
So Zook's like,
I'm asking Zook,
Oh.
the owner.
Zook's like, yeah, but I don't believe that I can see a city from here besides, like, a mountain. That is
Citizen, you will be
Dwarven
proven
Guard.
wrong.
He means we hope to shatter your expectations.
I hope you're not going to shatter anything. And he heads
No,
outside.
no.
Metaphorically.
And he's like, yeah, you can bring your ale. And goes outside. You see, like, the 2 dwarves, as you guys pass them, they're in the corner kind of near the door. They kind of stare at the Jen in almost like we need to talk way. And stare at the big metal guy, kind of fascinated. So as you guys come outside, you kind of back to the map.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna pass one of the bottles to Arbiter and be like, take a sip of this.
Citizen, I must decline.
What?
I continue walking.
You're not even worth an explanation, you. Oh, ouch.
More for me?
Right.
Cool.
So,
So we're outside?
yep, so you guys come outside here, and then the Jen kind of goes around here, so you guys kind of come out this way, so you'd see, just from perspective of the map, you'd see this way. So as you guys kind of look outside, what you guys see is, of course, one giant kind of column tower coming up from the middle of the valley, and actually some small ones that seem pretty beaten. And you just hear Zook say, "For the love of Zookington." Turns around, he says,
Expression?
he turns around, turns to Jen and goes, "What the bloody hell did you dwarves build?"
Kind of just found it like that.
Well, no, we found it was in the ground when we got there, and then there was this wizard named Merlin who magically made it rise from the ground.
What a load of bullshit.
Do you need me to take this, guys? Because I can take this.
There's no
let
way.
me-
There's no way anyone could build that.
Here we go.
Pull it
Okay,
out
I'm
of
going to
the
intimidate this guy again.
ground. Okay.
Stop
God,
intimidating!
fair.
You have a bard!
That's a nat 20.
What are you saying?
Citizen, are you defaming my mystical kingdom of 1,000 years which stretched from eon to eon across the
You
seas?
have a bard who
Yeah.
can just talk
He's
to
like,
people.
whoa, whoa.
Oh.
I didn't mean to offend you. It's just
If this is
kind of crazy.
if this is going to be a running thing, I don't know how we're going to do with diplomacy for this council.
We just let him yell at people until we get
You
what we
know,
want.
that works
that works
until
pretty well.
somebody doesn't like being yelled at and then they want to take your head.
He's like, all right.
How are they
all right.
going to take my head? It is firmly attached.
Yeah, they have ways to make it no longer firmly attached, even if you're made of metal.
All right. How about this? I'll send one of my buddies.
You will go yourself and marvel.
You'll send one of your buddies. Go on.
I'll send one of my buddies to check it out, and if it's legit, I'll move my establishment and help you guys out.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing business.
As long as it's profitable, of course, because, if I'm not making as much as I am here, then, we're going to have to talk about, compensation, expenses, and...
Yes, well, we hope that yours is profitable as well. That's why we're extending an olive branch, if you would.
Zook, I guarantee, on Arrington's honor, you will make far more than you did at your location.
I remember this guy. This guy's legit, so... All right, well... You've got a tentative yes. I gotta check it out. We gotta make sure that the first month, maybe the first month won't be as good as with the new venue. Usually you don't make as much, but first month maybe not so much. But we're talking 2-3 months down the line. I may have to kind of think about it if my finances aren't doing so hot. Since I moved out here, I wasn't doing as hot as I was doing in Tiras Mall. But and then the gent's like, aye, we get it.
All I heard you say was yes.
Don't worry about that. In fact, what could happen is I could take care of your establishment and give you parts of the profits while you have your new venture so that it will supplement you and you'll be making the same amount of money. And then you don't have to worry about this place anymore.
Actually,
you've
got a point, Mr. Lemieux. You've got a point. Although you seem to be busy with whatever this is, my missus will take care of the place. And, maybe it'll do a marketing. I can market the new place while we build it up, while we have this place, and then we can kind of do a rollover. Yeah, I like the way you think. That's why you guys are so good with the business.
What did he turn into?
Go with the business.
He turned into Kareem.
Wouldn't want it to go bad, or else someone would have to go swim with the fishes.
Oh, no.
It will be you swimming with the fishes.
I would hate for you to put on a pair of cement shoes. Take a dip in the river.
Yeah, my accents are just doing amazing today.
That's all good, dude. When you have so many to switch through, it's like...
Yeah. So yeah, Zook kind of pulls out a paper out of nowhere and starts writing stuff down. He's like, I got so much to do. But yeah, he's like, you got my word. We'll give it a shot.
Could we perhaps get your word in writing?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm Zookington.
And wouldn't it be such an honor for myself and my compatriots at the council if we got your signature? I'm sure it's a very well stylized autograph.
Zook just turns to the Jen. He's like, where do you get this bunch? He's like, well, you wouldn't believe it.
Could I attempt some sort of persuasion or just leave it be?
If you want to.
Okay.
By all means.
You want me to intimidate him?
Into the mic.
That's 20, not natural.
20, not natural. Yeah, so you're persuading him of what exactly?
To get him to basically sign what he's agreed on. It's a tentative yes, but basically to sign his consent.
He just kind of sighs, is like, Zookington's word is the best, but...
And
he starts
his signature is just as good.
He just starts writing. And you notice he pulls out like a little, almost like a letter opener, and it just kind of cuts his signature into the paper, and then gives it to the Jen.
Man after my own heart.
Gives it to Jen and says, just like, you've got yourself a crowd. And then he heads back into the inn and kind of gives like a tip of his, if he had a hat, he'd be giving you a tip of the hat.
I take off my beret.
Thank you.
Farewell, citizen.
And then the Jen just kind of laughs. He's like, "Aye, we're quite the political bunch, yeah."
That went well.
So after that, I'm gonna walk over to the arbiter.
I'm also walking with Peleus to the arbiter.
And again, not touching him. I'm just going to be saying
friend.
Arbiter, the next time we encounter someone and we want them to do something, the best way is not always to frighten them.
Was it not successful?
It was in this case.
To a certain extent.
We are a diplomatic party, not a scaring tactic party.
If there's demons, take their heads off by all means. But if there's innkeepers who could provide us revenue, maybe give them a drink first before you threaten them.
I don't know what
if
you
they
guys
don't
are
agree
talking
right
about.
away.
Have you never heard of such a simple negotiation tactic as somebody playing the bad guy and somebody playing the good guy?
I mean, that is what he and I were doing, but still, maybe we don't do that right away. Maybe.
Oh, I don't see why not. They come to sign the contract.
I mean,
All I'm saying, Arbiter, is you seem like a very level-headed fellow.
that is true.
And maybe next time we try not to oppress someone into forming a deal and see if they want to first.
Contracts signed through coercion are invalid.
You coerced him into signing that contract.
I did not coerce him. I persuaded him. You threatened him. That is coercion.
Persuasion and coercion are simply synonyms.
Incorrect. Intimidation and coercion, those are synonyms.
Anyway, do you understand what I'm talking about here, Arbiter? I hope you do.
Believe me, I love the fact that you can intimidate somebody into doing what we want. Just maybe save that, like not right out of the gate.
I will attempt to change that aspect.
Many
That's
thanks, Arbiter. Many
All
thanks.
we can ask for.
The
That
Jen's
is
just
all
like,
you
just
can
as
ask
long as
for.
he doesn't do it to the king, we're fine.
Exactly.
Yes, I found that, giving sass to nobles, they don't like it.
He's been pretty like very polite with
Yeah.
the princes. So
Yeah.
like
Oh, yes.
yeah.
You even kneel to that one prince. Just do that.
How do I frighten when I'm kneeling? No.
Well, the Jen kind of turns to you guys and say, "Well, before we head off to the Dorogar, I noticed some Dorogar in the inn, and they looked like they had something to say. So you guys want to go talk to them?
say,
Invite them
or
outside.
That'll just cause a ruckus."
something to say, or something to say.
Why can we not just go and see what they would like and
I'm-
resolve things peacefully?
No, I don't want to do that. I'm asking, is that their intent?
Well, they are Dorogar, but
Whoa, not what I was meant. Let's go
There-
talk to them.
We can try it peacefully.
my cousin's a Dorogar. They're just known to be temperament.
I guarantee you, if there is physicality, it will be struck down upon.
Yeah, we got a big guy, and he just heads in.
Not touching you, I'll say, with your fists.
I just continue into the bar.
Not your
just
blade.
Not even listening to you.
Okay. Can any of you restrain him if he tries to kill someone?
You wish.
No,
Perhaps.
I cannot.
Arrington, you have magic.
I do. I
don't
don't
have that
know
spell
if he
yet.
sleeps or not.
I don't
though.
sleep.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, he was sleeping when he was frozen, but I don't know. Might be risky.
All right. So as you guys get into the inn, you see Zook standing on the bar, and he's kind of in the middle of a speech. And he's like, "And so the second Zookington Inn will be opening soon." And he just kind of like looks at you guys and just like, "Why are they still in here?" kind of look. And then he like gets off the bar and he's like, and he just kind of gets back to doing whatever. He cleans up where he was standing on the bar. And as you guys come in, the Jen goes straight to the Dorogar, which are not too far from the door.
I follow.
So do you guys all follow?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as you guys head next to him, he goes, "Hi, hello, brothers. What's going on?" And the Dorogar just turns to him and goes, "Foulness is upon our lands, brother." He goes, "What do you mean?" "If you're heading to Dorogar, beware. We just fled from there. Darkness has fallen upon the I was gonna say Twin Peaks, but there's three, so the triplet peaks. The triple peaks. The tri-peaks.
The treeks.
Darkness has fallen upon the triple peaks of Dorogar.
How's the king?
The king doesn't live in Dorogar. Where are you from?"
I don't know. Actually, I'm from Tira Small, but he doesn't live in... Oh. I guess I lied to Zook. Oh, well.
"No, the king." The Jen's like, "The king lives in Doromir."
Oh my, it's so confusing. You really have
Citizen
to work on that.
Dwargar is the mountain.
Hey,
range.
don't talk to us about what the hill dwarves call their places.
There's so many different factions with you guys.
Well, we're people, just like you. There's lots of different
I know.
dragonborn. There's
That's true.
the dragonborns in the steppe, and there's the dragonborns in the desert, and there's the dragonborns who wander. Anyways, you were saying darkness. What darkness? What does that mean? Evil things were killing us. They came out of nowhere. Some were clad in armor. Some were just the fallen bodies of our brothers. Some were just almost like fiends or something out of a nightmare.
See, this is where you come in.
If you're headed that way, I'd be careful.
What kind of fiends, citizen?
They were gray. They drooled. They were like humans, but animals, like beasts. They hungered for the flesh of
The
dwarves.
undead.
I'd say so from the looks of everything else that was happening. But if you're headed that way, I'd be careful. We just fled. I guess we're headed to Tirismal or to the elves to tell them we need help. We couldn't get to Doromir. And we can't alert the armies, so we've got to alert somebody.
Fortunately, you've got some heroes heading there already.
I would not go to Dorogar right now.
So that's the one
Well,
without
that's
the king,
why we're
right?
going to.
That's the mountain range.
That's the one without the king.
That's all right. So let's go back
That's
to the
why
map,
we're
just
going to
so everyone's
Dorogar.
clear.
Dorogar is the mountain range. Doromir is the city behind the mountain range.
Okay.
This
so
is the
confusing.
Dorogar, which is where the Dorogar will live, and this is Dworomir, where the capital city of the dwarves is.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't name them.
No,
the
no,
best,
that's
but
my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right.
Apologies. I didn't mean to derail anything.
That's no, totally fine. So besides that, actually, I should probably show the stream that as well. Bam.
Bam.
So,
But yes. Heroes
Yeah.
on the way. The heroes are us.
well, if you say so, I wouldn't go there.
If you guys are looking for a place of sanctuary, there's actually a new kingdom in the Valley of Wild Magics, where the wonderful elven prince and dwarven prince have founded such a kingdom. If you're looking for sanctuary, you could always head there.
He looks a little confused.
Do you see those giant? No, we're inside.
Go
If you go right outside, you'll be able to see giant peaks of the city. Just head that way, and it'll take you right there.
Happened very recently.
The Prince of the Dwarves? Which one?
Thorin.
Thorin. I always liked Thorin. He was a warrior.
Yeah.
We'll consider that, and we'll warn the prince of what is coming, and we'll see what he needs us to do to warn the rest.
Yes. Well, you can tell them that we are on our way, and we may meet them. I can't guarantee.
I bid you a stone hard defense and offense, my friend.
Many thanks.
It'll be careful. I would be careful.
Yes.
And he just looks very solemn and takes back another swig of ale.
Arrington, do you have any knowledge of the undead or how to defeat them? Also, roads,
Do you
because
want me to
I
roll
haven't
for that?
I haven't
Of
dealt with
course
them
I
much.
do. I would have at least heard of the undead before.
I know
but
about,
Yeah.
but I've
I
never
can
dealt
roll
with them.
to
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, what's
see
the roll for
how
that?
much.
Would it be like Arcana?
Arcana
History.
would probably be the best. That or history for you.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my God.
Okay,
That's
you know
16.
that undead.
Artificer here with plus 6 to Arcana and got a nat 20.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm not even
So-
gonna try.
Yeah, you guys basically would know
Please
everything there is to
explain.
know about undead in terms like radiant.
Radiant magic.
Yeah.
The undead are most affected by radiant magic.
You'll know that from what he was describing. It
that?
sounded
My
like
sword can.
ghouls. You're not quite sure on the armor. That could have been a couple things.
Actually, I can
it could have
too.
been just undead in armor. It could have been
I have Divine Smite.
a load of things ranging from bad to badder. But yeah, so that's kind of what you guys know. So you guys are prepared relatively, as you know he has a radiant sword.
For Divine Smite, that adds an extra D8 of damage against undead. Would my greatsword have any extra radiant damage rolls included with it against the undead?
You have the once a day.
But like, would I get an extra roll on top of that because they're undead?
I assume it
Just
goes
because it
through
deals light damage? No.
resistances.
Okay.
I think you could use your
sometimes-
divine smite and your roll for the
Yeah.
sword. At the same
Sometimes
time.
certain undead have vulnerability
Yeah.
to radiant damage, which means whatever you roll, he doubles it.
Okay.
But that's all it does.
But Divine Smite, Smite specifically says I
Divine
can
That's
use
something,
another
you,
D8.
that's something you roll extra for. Anything else, that's his responsibility to
Okay.
make sure.
Well,
Dude, I would
Yep.
love the spell divine spite.
Well, isn't that just great?
Well, I mean, if you're a level 20 cleric,
A god just angrily flicking
just
you.
divine intervention. Let's
Cool.
go.
Shall we?
Yeah, so
Well, it's
the
like
gen
divine
the
intervention
gen
that
kind
you
of
got
gives his
really well that you
his
just heard
counterparts
them.
kind of like a grabs. He grabs them by the forearm. They kind of do that thing that manly men that are warriors do.
They clasp
They like
arms.
to grab
Yeah.
each other's elbows and do this.
Yeah, like this clasped arms. And as you guys kind of leave, I'm gonna get the arbiter to roll a perception, as it would be well within his character to do this.
16.
Yeah. So as you're leaving, you think you notice the human and the other character that was with them get up from their seats.
Was this the one with the hood?
But you guys, this is as you kind of close the door behind you.
Was this the one with the hood?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the gen's like, all right, we'll switch maps once again to here. So he's like, all right, let's head up to Dorogar and find out what the hell is happening. I've never seen Dorogar that scared. I guess I wouldn't see that to their face, but
Okay.
So,
Let's start walking.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep watching behind me.
okay. So as you guys kind of head out, I would like a marching order. As you
I'm in
guys leave.
back
You're in back.
because I'm watching behind.
Good.
I'll be right in front of the arbiter.
I guess all three of us might be like side by side.
Yeah, because
We
I
wouldn't
don't
have a
want to be
reason
leading.
not to.
I'm ranged person.
I'm also ranged.
Arbiter.
Well,
You should
to
go
be
up front.
fair, we don't know.
I
if
think
it's
people could be
coming.
following us right now.
Do you say that?
I don't know.
No,
Didn't
but
say
I
it.
inferred that from what just happened.
Well, I mean, I'm going
Yeah,
to
but I
tell
don't
you,
know.
like, Arbiter, maybe you should take the lead, just because
You're
you
big
seem to-
and
You're
scary.
big and scary.
Artificer, I believe it would be in our best interest for me to follow up the back of the pack for a while.
Why?
Yes. Why? If there are enemies ahead, then maybe.
I believe we're being followed.
Oh, that's a good time to
I
bring it
look
up.
behind us. Do I see anything?
Not right now. Human, small one, up from the bar, hoods.
Hoods.
So, do we lay an ambush? What do you think?
I say we continue.
Oh, just wait for them to attack us?
But then we are provoking them into an attack.
Well, no, we don't have to attack them first. Just maybe figure out what we're dealing with rather than just wait for them to surprise us.
Do we know that they're trying to attack us?
I believe that we're being followed. I'm not 100% sure. I would enjoy the opportunity
No.
to see if we're being
Call
followed,
me.
which is why I'm bringing up the back right now.
Call
So,
me.
Let's
so
go.
looking ahead at this road, is it like going up and down, or is it a fairly flat?
It's fairly flat, but you see it kind of starts to tilt up towards the peaks.
Okay, but like looking behind us, we'd have a pretty much unobstructed view.
Yeah, like there's trees off the road a bit, but like
Yeah,
it's
but-
fairly like just whatever landscape. It's not forest or it's not like just a plain.
Do you
but-
wish for me to confront them right now?
Well, how
I
about,
I like
we
your idea.
continue?
Let's keep going.
And you could be at the front, and we could have the people at the back just watching out.
Now that we
it's-
know.
you don't necessarily have to be the watchman, and you are kind of more suited to leading the party, just as you are a larger individual.
If you believe you're well suited enough to see them, then I will follow. Then I will lead the front.
This one's got keen senses. He'll be able to figure out when they're trying to get up on us.
Yes, well, I mean, people have called me Dead Eye Peleus before.
Okay,
They
so
have?
who's in the back now?
I'll go in the back with Zorlin.
Sure.
And maybe you with your newfound rapier skills could be near the front, my friend.
Yes, I would very much like being up there with Arbiter Rhodes. He looks like he could stop an arrow
Aye.
before it hits me.
I probably could actually.
I'm assuming this is somewhat the.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Actually, put me right up there with Rhodes. We're going buddy buddy.
Well, the gen's up there too.
I'm gonna draw my shield and quarterstaff and just gonna walk with those.
Okay.
I'll be looking mostly behind us, just to make
Okay.
sure we're not being followed.
So as you guys kind of head up this way, you
I'm just-
guys.
Hand on my rapier.
Oh, and the road moves.
The ground below you shifts.
I mean, that'd be pretty badass.
It was all planned.
What's that building off to the side?
This was Staples.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of start walking, you can kind of see this area, at least Peleus can. You do notice 4 figures kind of come out from the inn, the Happy Innding. and they kind of
forgot to
start
find out
heading
why they
the
called it
same
that.
direction as you guys.
Yeah, so I'll kind of like lean in towards Zorlin. It's like, I
Yeah.
think Arbiter Roads might have been right. There are gentlemen. And how many are cloaked? Just the one?
Well, they're all kind of wearing cloaks, but you can clearly tell the 3 are humans as they don't have the cloaks on their heads. They would have cloaked up as they left the door, actually. So,
Okay.
and
So
then
there's-
a smaller one.
I'm
who's
just going to
cloaked
look
as well.
behind me and say, "Oh, Peleus, you're right. What a lovely bird." Yes, we are being followed.
Maybe let Arbiter Roads and Arrington know. Just tell them try not to look.
I assume you said that out loud.
Yeah, I'm like trying to be quiet.
Yeah, he's just talking to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm just like, "Arbiter, you were right."
Oh, yeah, Arbiter spins on his heels.
That's not what I meant. I meant kept walking.
I mean,
All right, so you spit on your heels.
yeah.
Try not to.
And
bump
I'm going
into
to try and keep spinning around while yelling, "Oh no, you didn't forget that at the end. Let's keep going."
Yes,
Huh.
I assure you, you pay.
I did not forget anything,
No.
citizen.
Arbiter, we're walking.
The element of surprise is the best element there is, Arbiter.
So do you guys keep going, or
Agree with that.
It's up to the Arbiter.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what the Arbiter
I
does.
assume so. Yeah, let's keep going. I guess.
That black dot looks a bit ominous, Evan. Are
You know what,
saying
Evan?
they
That's
might be
racist.
hostile?
Yeah, I bet it's the dark dwarves. They're no good.
It's always the black aliens.
So do
So,
they keep following
There's
us,
the
like
dark
even
dwarves
as we're
and
going
the
up?
good dwarves. who
yeah?
are the
So they
dwarves.
follow you guys. You guys are, well, you're not off the road.
Hardly Nerding is friends of all races.
All racists?
Races?
Well, you can't
And-
discriminate against the racist.
I mean, I kind of
These guys keep following you.
Okay, I want to kill them now.
Should
Yes, I'd say maybe
should I
we do
offer
something
to-
about it.
Should I offer to busk for them and get some money from them?
No, I'm actually. I am gonna spin,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shout, "Citizens, state your business."
And to
Shoemakers,
that,
I
I would
hope.
like you to roll initiatives after they all pull out their swords.
Dang.
So I'm assuming you're somewhere here at this point.
That's a 17.
For
Oh, I'm in the
7.
back.
that's
I
a
like
7 as well.
Oh, what's your dex?
Plus 4.
Oh, mine is
Okay.
top 2.
Boom.
Mine's -1, and I still rolled a 17.
Yeah, well, bleh.
Okay. Sorry, you guys were
7, 7, 17,
16.
so 7, 7, 17. Okay.
and 16.
So no.
7 Zolman, 7 Peleus.
The people in the back. The people who are closest.
Arbiter.
The people who are
I'm
not
sorry,
melee
Tristan, yours
characters.
was?
That's why
You got a
gotta
16.
be in the
16.
front, which is now the back.
You wanted to be in the front.
Okay.
You blade singer.
Yeah.
When the front was the back.
Yeah.
You didn't know that.
Yeah.
He kind of did.
Yeah, I did.
He's just a coward.
No, I'm not a coward. I'm just not
No, you're a
suicidal like you
coward.
guys.
Coward.
Oh man, these bandits are gonna wreck you guys.
Oh, they're
They're not.
bandits.
Bandits or banditos?
Do they have
Banditos.
sombreros? Oh no, watch out, they're playing castanets. they're all bards and they just play like
Oh
Thunder
my
Wave.
God. They start throwing like fight music.
They just throw
Just
thunderclaps.
a bunch of
us.
mariachis.
Dude, new encounter idea in my thing. I'm
All right,
stealing that. That's mine now.
So
The
first
three
up
bandito.
to fight is the Arbiter.
How far away are they from me?
Not
So-
very.
Let's
Are they
zoom
within
in.
I
charging
cast
distance?
mass murder.
So each of these represents 5 feet. So 1,
So-
2, 3, 4, 5,
25 feet?
25 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna rush that first motherfucker and beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
Because they pulled out crossbows, right?
They pulled out shorts. They
Short
pulled out. Yes. Scimitars and short swords.
Okay.
All right,
So that means, like, they're being aggressive.
cool.
Yes, they clearly know that you know that they're onto you.
I know
So
that
you run up to
know.
this guy.
Yeah,
I know that.
I'm gonna bash him.
Just
With-
with your
Yeah, with my quarterstaff.
core stuff.
Don't you have a sword?
It's a great sword.
I
Oh,
don't.
you're not proficient with great swords?
No, he's provisioned with great. He has
No,
a shield.
I drew the quarterstaff first. I'm
Oh,
not going to
gotcha.
switch weapons right now.
He can't.
Gotcha.
He can't shield
Never
and
mind.
great sword.
Does
It's
an
not
18
Dark
hit?
Souls.
An 18 does indeed hit.
Does hit.
Yes.
All right. So, and I'm using.
Oh shit! I don't have their health.
You gonna learn today.
That's 11 lunging damage.
11 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay, one moment. Yeah. This, you. How do you want to do this?
Does this kill him?
Yeah.
This kills them.
I grab it.
He didn't look prepared.
Okay, so I run up to him and I kick his feet out and I just destroy his skull with my quarterstaff.
You hear a crack as you feel part of whatever was
Just like
resisting.
his brains spill out.
Well, it just gives away. Like the top of the skull just gave out.
My God.
I'm really glad he's on our side.
And then
you by the way, just killed him.
for my bonus action, I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm just gonna dick around. I guess I can't do anything else.
Dick
really.
around. You're gonna dick around on his
Yeah.
dead
You
body.
can still move up to the next dude, I think. You've
Well,
only
yeah,
moved
I'm gonna.
25 feet.
I've moved 5 feet, so I'm gonna move up to the
Alright.
next guy.
All right. So
He just saw me just bash his friend's brains out.
goodbye.
My bad guy.
Well, then.
I believe that was bad guy number uno.
Bad guy number uno.
Short encounter.
Yep. So, next on the initiative list is Lemiao.
All right, I need to look something up first.
Sure thing.
Just double checking.
Ooh, it's called stab.
No,
I cast
start your blades
stab.
I'm considering using mold earth to make a wall behind them so they can't run away from the arbiter.
Dude, do it.
Dude, do like an earthbending motion.
do what Arlington would do.
Yeah,
We're not trapped in here with you.
I just
Welcome
feel
to
You're
the
trapped in here
Thunderdome.
with the arbiter.
That'd be so great.
No.
It's like, what are the chances of them getting a hit on me, man?
What are the chances they're gonna hit on you?
No,
Pretty
get
low.
a hit on me. Like
Pretty
even-
low. I mean, I'm not sure there are many people who want to fuck a warforged.
It could be pretty dangerous.
I mean, I do, but
Why would they choose to fuck with like a 7-foot tall robot?
Dude,
We're
there
not
are
gonna find out unless
there
we
are
don't kill
people-
one of them.
there are enemies who will willingly charge at an 8-foot tall Goliath.
Yeah, is it possible to use mold earth to make a little wall behind them, kind of hurting them
What's
in?
the size for it?
It would probably be like 5 feet high at the most.
5 feet high and how long?
Probably let's say 5 by 5, so like 5 feet wide.
You
5 feet
could
high.
kind of prevent them from getting away to an extent.
can I
At
just-
least one of them.
Can I just do the one that's right in front of arbiter?
This guy. So just kind of put
That
one
guy
here.
right there. Yeah,
So
right there.
So
Okay.
less of a you're not getting away and you might trip.
Well, it's 5 feet tall.
He's gonna run into it solid. Like,
Oh, is
rip
this the
my-
short guy though?
No, this is a human.
Dude,
But
humans are like 5'11", man.
yeah, he'd have to
Fair.
climb over it
That's
and
true,
really
that's
climb over it while there's this giant robot at his back.
That's
Unless
true.
you want
And
just
then
kinda
him
go
moving
around
away
it.
would provoke it. Wait,
Yeah,
so
it's this guy. So there's a wall right here.
oh man, I should have moved between all of them.
Oh.
No, this
You
is
didn't have the
okay.
movement speed for it,
No,
though.
you didn't.
No, but then I would have gotten an attack of opportunity in all of them if they tried to flee.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But
Whose
yeah,
turn is it?
I'm cool with that. That's
All right,
my
so-
turn.
You're gonna cast
So
that?
that was Arrington Lamau's turn.
No bonus actions or anything.
Nope,
Okay.
I don't need it.
Not even gonna move?
No,
You're
I
just
don't
gonna
need
stay
to.
cowering
I'm just
behind
gonna,
us?
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cheer and go say sick 'em, Rhodes. Get him, boy.
Okay.
You're the most cowardly melee fighter I've ever seen.
It is
I'm
now
a wizard. I have 11 HP.
You're a melee fighter.
this guy's turn.
No,
Is he
I just
gonna
have
try
a
it?
rapier.
Is he gonna try it?
This guy is going to how much?
oops, sorry.
30. Okay. So he's gonna go here and then up to here,
Okay.
So it kind of uses the wall to hide
and
from
then
Rhodes as he runs by.
what can he do? He's gonna shoot a light crossbow off at Peleus, I believe, is the closest one to him.
That would be me.
Okay,
So he did have a crossbow.
Yeah.
I knew it.
ooh,
It's not very smart. He could use that wall as a cover.
does a unnatural 20 hit?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, just barely.
Shut up.
Well, fuck that dice.
CJ.
Well,
No.
And that is
The natural
8.
40 hit.
8 piercing damage.
You wish.
It's not that bad for a crit, actually.
Well, it was an unnatural 20.
Oh, I thought it was unnatural.
As he
20.
yells, lay
Never
down your
mind.
goods.
Good.
And next on the initiative list is all right. You two. Who was
He
the
goes
high?
first.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a +4 to Dex.
Okay. So Peleus' turn.
So I am going to back off, kind of like that's grass there, is it?
Yeah, this is grass.
Okay. Is there any difference in height?
Not really. Like the grass isn't as even as the road is.
Okay,
Of
yeah.
course.
So I'm gonna back off 30 feet.
Just this way.
Yeah, pretty much, just away from the dude who shot me.
That's about 30. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to level my thunder cannon at the one who shot me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take a shot.
Sure thing. Fire away.
That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a close one.
So 11 plus 4 makes 15 piercing damage.
For everybody watching the stream, this is completely normal for TJ when we're playing.
Okay.
So that was
He's
what?
just
14?
magic
15
bullshit.
piercing damage as I basically a giant boom sounds
Yeah.
and a metal slug just like basically goes for his head.
That's my favorite
Yeah.
arcade.
It
game.
just as he's a fair bit away, it kind of hits him in the top of the shoulder, and he just kind of doesn't look impressed, but he's not too hurt. And then now is Zorlin's turn.
All right, perfect.
I just realized one of the other guys was supposed to go before both of you.
Well, let him
No,
go
that's
now.
all good.
Let him go now.
So,
I'm changing his initiative.
oh,
Just let him go now.
Let's say he was surprised by Arbiter Rhodes
Yeah.
crushing his friend's head in instantly.
He's slightly demoralized.
Yeah.
all right. So it is my turn.
It is your turn.
All right. With my fiddle in hand, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one that Peleus just shot.
Okay.
And
Kill Stealer.
okay. Ah, why is this
He's not
loading?
bloodied.
Oh wow.
No, it's fine.
Is this the shorter one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's a tough old guy. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
So I
You're
believe he
allergic
has
to
to make
cats.
a saving throw, but this isn't loading. So,
Just 'cause it makes me
Saving
sneeze,
throw.
doesn't mean she's not cute.
I never said she wasn't cute.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
14.
Yeah, that's definitely higher than a 2.
What?
So he fails.
He fails. Okay.
What are you whispering at him, Kareem?
So, and I can't take credit for this. This is a beautiful insult that I heard from The Witcher 3: Blood and Wine. And as I'm playing my fiddle, I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs at this miscreant. Once,
Isn't it a whisper though?
Yeah.
well, I'm going to yell, but it's going to whisper into his ears.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works, bro.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs. Once you're dead, I'll diddle you with your own dingaling.
Wow.
That's 3d6? Damn.
So that's 8 psychic damage.
8 psychic damage. He looks very concerned about your mental well-being. But also annoyed. But more concerned about your mental well-being.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right, and it is now dude who's in front of the Arbiter's turn. And he's going to attack you with his short
I'm
sword.
legit-
Yeah, sure he is. I
concerned.
bet.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out for him.
Those weren't the best.
Actually, sorry, it's a
rolls.
skimter.
I got a 2, a 4, and a 2. Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
Go home.
Oh, sorry, 16. Does 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
Go home.
Friggin' defensive style.
So he
war
just kind of
word.
swings the sword and just hits your metal plates, and it's just like, ding. And he's just like,
What did you
pure
think
pure
would
horror
happen?
on his face. Just like, what have I gotten myself into?
What's your current AC?
It's 20 because I have my shield out.
Yeah.
Does
My
he try
God.
and back away right into a wall?
Nope, he just looks real not impressed with his
I don't
situation.
know. I tried to get out of there if I was him.
Let's
This
see how that works.
it
for
is
him.
now it is now bad guy number 3.
The one I yelled at.
No, this
you yelled at bad guy number
1.
Okay.
one.
Because
Yeah.
number 1 actually died. So he's not number 1. He got promoted.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, my friend died. I'm from. Oh shit! I'm gonna die.
I'm ready.
So a
Maybe
bad guy
murderous
number
by far.
3 just kind of looks at Giant Robot Man and his soon-to-be dead friend, he assumes, and is like, fuck that.
Whoa!
Cat.
Cat attack. Hey, she didn't knock the water over.
No, there's nothing in there anymore.
She didn't knock the glass over.
I knocked all the water over.
You are the cat.
So he heads.
They do not like you.
Why? What did I do?
You shot a gun
After the first one shot me.
Yeah,
with a crossbow.
I
They've
don't-
never seen a gun.
He heads that way,
You whispered in his ears. That's scary too.
and
He
he
said I
shoots
diddle him.
a
Shooting is more impressive.
a light crossbow off at the guy playing the fiddle.
Yes.
Haha.
It's like, do you think this is funny? He shoots off his crossbow.
At who?
You.
Oh, me.
What's your AC?
I don't know.
We'll check.
Does a 14 hit?
Yup.
It does.
My AC is 13.
Wow. What a boy.
Bitch.
I have leather armor.
Maximum damage.
Oh, shit.
That is a big ol' 8 piercing.
8.
Yes.
All right.
And it is now top of the round. Arbiter's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cave this guy's head in two. Here we go, boys.
All right, roll to attack.
Arbiter's just
Does
like,
an
all right.
18 hit?
It does.
Alrighty.
You came to the wrong neighborhood there, bud.
That is 10 bludgeoning damage.
You yep. So you hit him. Where do you hit him?
I'm gonna hit him like right here in the neck.
You're gonna
Wait.
break his neck.
You swing down. You hit him in the shoulder. You hear a
No,
big
I'm like,
crack.
I'm like baseball
I know,
swinging
but
at his neck.
you hit him in the shoulder, and there's a big crack sound as his arm kind of just like loses all sort of tension, and he looks real hurt.
But not dead.
Maybe at some point we should ask why they're attacking us.
Nah, we can ask
thinking
the
about it.
survivors.
He is very bloody.
There won't be any.
Do you want to use a bonus action to do anything?
What can I even do?
You
can
can
ba-
cast Shield of Faith with a bonus action.
You can do
Dude.
that. You can bash him with your offhand, which is your
Oh,
shield.
yeah.
So that would be a D4.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Do you have any healing spells? Healing Word is a bonus action.
I don't
that's
have it
not
prepared.
available to paladins.
Okay, never
You,
mind.
you only get cure wounds.
Actually,
Didn't know that.
and I'm gonna use command,
Ooh.
Okay.
and I'm gonna. So that guy behind me,
This guy.
yeah, I'm going to command him to grovel.
Okay. Do you need a
That's a wisdom save of 13.
wisdom save? Okay.
Charisma save.
Charisma save. He fails. So
He just drops all of his
Yeah,
shit and just
he
like
just-
grovels in fear.
he just kind of like almost kind of get fetal position, like I'm sorry, like they made me do it.
And I say this: you're going to sit there and watch us kill your friends. That is your punishment.
So basically, what Grovel does is it makes them fall prone and they
Yeah.
end their turn.
Yeah.
So on his turn, that's what he's gonna do.
All right. So that guy.
This is his punishment. He watches his friends die.
How very merciful of you.
I'm not merciful.
All right. Now it is Lemiau's turn.
It is Lemeo's turn. And,
Meow's gonna stab them while hiding behind the arbiter.
Lemeo's going to sneeze, first of all. No, he's not.
I hate when that happens.
He's going to take a second and change his mind because he's in the middle of a fight right now. That's the more important. But what he's going to do is he's going to cast Grease right underneath the little half-one dude.
Oh, this guy over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
You don't know what he is. He's
sorry. The short guy, the midget.
Could be a dwarf.
I
With
know-
pointy ears.
Maybe.
We didn't
I
see
forgot
his
to use
ears.
my bonus
But-
He says he has
action.
pointy ears.
Forgot to use my bonus
basically,
action to inspire someone.
He must make a dexterity saving throw
Forgetting.
of 12, or he's
forgetting I
falls prone.
Bonus actions.
He saves.
He saves. All right.
Isn't it whenever he moves through it too?
It's if he enters the area or ends his turn there.
All right.
But it is difficult terrain now, so he only goes half as far.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide behind Zorlin again.
Okay.
God.
Preference on like, do you want
Move me over a square.
Here?
There we go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Also, I'm gonna be super pissed if anyone kills that guy I told to
Kill steal him. Do it. Shoot
I'm
him.
not a kill stealer.
All right.
I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna keep firing at the guy that I was firing at.
Now it's this guy's turn. The guy that was just shot at the frozen stuff. The
yelled
shorter guy.
Just tried to grease you.
So he has to move half his speed now.
Only within the range of the grease, right? So how wide is the grease?
10 feet. So he can move out of it 10 feet, and then he can move in there 10 feet.
Yeah.
All right. So he can move up to Zorlin.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Perfect distance.
So he's gonna switch to his short sword and attack Zorlin.
Wish I had cutting words right now.
And here we go.
Let's go.
That is a 19 to hit.
Let me check.
Does that hit? I think it hits.
Just give me a minute.
I'm rolling damage already.
See, you need the double shield of faith.
That's good.
That's 9 slashing.
You're at
And
1?
he does a second attack. You are so lucky. Not 1. And as he kind of hits you with the first, I guess it's a pierce, but with the short sword, just kind of hits you with it. You kind of go, oh, and you kind of duck down, and then he just swings and misses you.
Wow. Nice move, Zorlin.
That is the end of this guy's turn.
Hopefully his life.
And then next is I'm gonna do the guy who didn't go, who was supposed to go before you guys that time.
Okay.
So he's gonna
Groveling
go.
guy?
Do it.
He's the guy in front of Arbiter.
Oh, okay.
He's
Fucking
the
try me, bud.
he's the very hurt man. So he's gonna once again looking very like cowardly at Arbiter, gonna swing his scimitar again. He does not hit. So he once
That's
again
just sad.
once again swings and just kind of think.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like,
He just think, and then he just like, it just drops the scimitar and turns and runs.
I
You
grab
get-
him. Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you get
Well, if
attack
he
of
tries
op-
to turn and run, he runs into a wall too.
Well, I can still. Yeah, I let him run into the wall. Actually,
I let him run.
when he runs into the wall, does he fall over?
We'll see.
Well, I'm gonna roll for the run into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So he runs into the wall. He takes 1 damage and dies.
No.
The wall kill stealed you. You can't kill the wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
That's amazing.
Oh, you could say that wall was.
Fuck.
You could say that wall was huge.
I said
Indirect kill steal, boys.
if he was gonna roll less than a 5, he was gonna take 1 damage and die as he had 1
Wow.
HP left.
That's amazing.
So how does he die? Does he just like bump into it?
He just turns and
Dude,
just looks like he's taken off
He
and
full
just
throttles into it, like
Yeah.
hits it, and then lands against the ground.
let the
and
DM
cracks his skull.
let
open.
the DM
basically
say.
yeah, he just it not like just head first just like turns and just like as he's turning and running, face right into it and just
Oh, man.
and he just kind of his face gets stuck because it's like a mud wall
Oh
almost, right?
Yeah, yeah.
no!
So his face just gets stuck in it and he just kind of like
Oh, yeah.
as if like against like the whole like window thing.
Oh,
Indirect kill steal, boys.
No.
Ah.
Go fuck yourself.
someone's
All right,
salty.
fine, you get it.
So that guy just kind of pathetically slides
You
to
got
his
rid
death.
of the wrong dude.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
No, dude, you got
Oh.
rid of the wrong one.
Sorry. Sorry.
There you go.
I was doing
There
it
you go.
vicariously.
So he just kind of slides to the floor dead.
I'm sure people aren't at all going to have their eardrums blown out when TJ laughs right into the mic.
I tried to laugh out
No.
of the
I
mic.
know,
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Can you
love
put a
you,
warning in like the video afterwards?
Yeah, warning
like,
for earphones.
Yeah, please take out your earphones for the next minute.
I'm sorry.
Whenever
No,
a
it's
certain
TJ.
TJ.
It's fine. I do the.
Yeah, but what about
I
the live
check
stream?
all the audio.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No, it's fine.
Actually,
tried
the
to-
mics
It
are a
wasn't
lot. The mics are a lot quieter.
It was a
You
joke.
were
I'm
fine.
fine.
Way back.
You're fine.
You're good.
Wait.
Okay, so whose turn is it now?
So
Probably
that guy just
is.
died. So now it is Pelly's turn.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to move like pretty much directly northwards, about 30 feet.
30
Swear to
feet.
God, if you kill that guy,
You're just
TJ.
like running.
I'm
Which
not
guy?
gonna let you move off the map.
groveling one.
Okay. Well then, all the way up then.
That's 25 feet.
All right, that's fair. And then I'm gonna level a shot at the dude facing Zorlin.
Oh,
Thank you.
this guy or-
Yeah, the other guy.
This guy?
Yeah, the
Okay.
smaller dude.
Yep.
Is a 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Okay.
It
And
hits?
no,
our band.
as you're trying to hit, trying to avoid Zorlin, as it's pretty close to half cover. Your regular wouldn't have hit his AC anyways, so
Darn. Okay.
Damn.
I was gonna rule that as half cover too, as you were not trying to hit
Yeah,
Zorlin.
that's fair. So
So you just kind of goes by. He kind of like peeks out after you shoot to be like, "You're next." Kind of
well, he would have heard it too.
yeah.
And I'm just like, don't stab me again.
And you just see kind of this short little guy kind of like. Alright, so Zorlin being right up close with
All
this
right.
guy.
Can I
It's
do
your
something
turn,
here?
and you see it's a goblin.
It's a goblin. How do you do? Is there a way I could move to like?
disengage.
No, because I can still move in a space without moving away from him. Can I move to beside him so I'm lined up with the other guy? So like, I'll tell you.
Like-
Down
way.
one. No. Yeah, keep going. No, you're good. Keep going to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left.
That's right.
Yeah, to the,
There you
there,
go.
there. That's where I want to be.
Okay.
Can I attempt to use my breath weapon to hit both
Does-
those guys?
How far's the range on that?
I have it written down and it doesn't say
'Cause-
there.
think it
It's
should be like
usually
10
what
feet.
type of dragon are you?
I'm
'Cause he's-
copper. I think it's 90 feet.
He's
Let me look it up.
30 feet away.
Oh,
So.
so
Let me look it
90
up.
feet.
I
That's
think
tell
it's
you.
90, but it's in a straight line. So
Yeah.
it's only 5 feet wide.
Where is the dragonborn? One more.
Sorry, I would have clued into what you were trying to
we
do
go.
whenever you said like breath weapon. I should have been like, oh, he wants to line them
And
up.
you're a copper
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
That means you get a 5 by 30 foot line.
30 foot, but it still
Yeah.
goes.
It will.
Yeah, you'll hit
Okay,
him.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna line up, and I'm gonna hold my guts and say, oh no, you stabbed me in the guts. My lunch is coming back up, and then vomit acid on them.
Vomit acids. All right.
They both have to make a con saving throw. They both have to make a con saving throw
Okay.
of 14.
So it's your constitution modifier.
Oh,
8 plus your con plus your proficiency.
Plus your proficiency.
so 12.
12.
Make
Is
it
that
12.
plus your proficiency as well?
And it's a dex save.
No, it's a con save.
It's a dex
It says
save. It's a dex
He
save.
If he's
has-
casting-
he has the handbook in
I've
hand.
got it right
Oh.
here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but that's the same. My dex and con are the same.
Okay,
I have it
so-
written down as con. Weird.
Like it's
First guy right in front of you saves.
He saves.
Yes.
Does he take half? No, he doesn't take half damage, does he?
Takes no half as much.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
and the second guy does not.
Okay.
Okay, so roll 2d6.
8 points of acid damage as I just.
And the one who saved takes 4.
And so he takes 8. Quick math. Quick
But yeah,
math.
so you use con to breathe it out, but it's a dex save to avoid it.
Oh,
Okay.
I have to roll to breathe it out.
No, you use it. It's like your DC for it
Is your
is
con.
your con modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My
Yeah.
bad.
So this guy is now bloodied
Okay.
And he's also
as
on
his
the
cloak
ground.
kind of melts off of him.
Well, how does the guy react in front of me? How's the goblin react?
The goblin's kind of like part of his like because his cloak's got like a cape to it.
Mm-hmm.
That just kind of all melts off and like part of his like leg. Not his leg melting off, but like his pant.
so I can see his face now.
Well, yeah, I guess it falls off unless. But yeah, you can see him. He's just a goblin.
I'll put the cloak back on.
Final
So that
words.
was Zorlin's
Probably.
turn. So now it is I guess it's not his turn because he grovels.
Yeah, so he would fall to the ground.
Does he
and
not make a save?
That's the end of his turn. No,
Oh,
because he already
shit.
did the save.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that just means that on his turn, he goes prone and ends his turn.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's laying down, and he drops everything, and he's just like, "Why me?"
Oh, I shouldn't have hit him with acid then.
Yeah, and he's like, most of his like shirt's gone, like just melted away.
Maybe keep him alive.
He's blistered up,
Yeah.
pretty
that's what
bad.
I'm doing.
And it is now top of the round again. Arbiter.
How far is that goblin from me? 30 feet?
Goblin is 20 feet.
20 feet. I
You're
can.
good.
Sweet. Can I use a bonus action to switch weapons, or is that an action?
That's up to you.
Bonus action, I guess. It depends. Like if while you're running, you could just do it.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna
let you
switch.
just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna run and put my shield and sword away, my shield and staff away, and switch to my greatsword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a fucking run at this buddy.
Okay.
Give her butt.
Using that extra.
You should probably say if you're gonna. Well, I don't know. How do you like?
For using the radiant damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like tell
Would
me.
he have to say before or after he rolls to hit?
Before.
Before, I wasn't planning on using the
Oh,
radiant
then it's
damage
good.
here anyway,
Don't worry.
but just say it beforehand for.
Yeah, if you are.
Yeah, just so that I know what you're doing.
I'm assuming a 25 hits.
Yeah.
Broken
Good
character.
chance.
Sweet. So,
Yeah.
And
because you
here
get
I
a
am,
chance.
almost dead.
Well, that's with the +1 too for that.
Yeah, you get the chance to call someone else a broken character. DJ,
And-
how's that feel?
That's 14 slashing damage.
Oh, wait.
Did you add +1 to that? Because it's a +1
Oh,
weapon.
15.
Wow.
Boys.
Okay.
I hope he's dead.
He's not bloodied.
Fuck!
Wow.
Jesus.
That's impressive.
And it is now Tristan's
Whoa,
turn.
whoa. I still have my bonus action.
Yes, you do. Sorry, my bad.
And I still have movement, right?
Yep, you have
Yeah.
10 movement. If you move outside of his range, though, he will get a attack of opportunity.
Can I get next to Zorlin by moving up 1 and over 1?
Yep.
And can I use lay on hands as a bonus action?
Is it a bonus
full
action?
Don't know.
It's a. I think it's a.
It,
full
it
action.
is
Is it
a
a full
full
action?
action.
Okay. No problem. I was just trying to be bro.
No, I get you.
Just give him
Thank
a
you.
slap on the back and say, "It's just as good."
Maybe
just
I
as
can.
good. Just as good.
Maybe
Alright.
I can warm that heart of metal.
Shut up.
Besides that, so that's everything?
Yep.
Okay, so it is now Lemiau's turn.
All right.
Help me!
And I am going to help you.
Oh, thanks.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to run up and shove you out of the way as I'm using shocking grasp on this guy.
Does he take any damage from the shove?
Wait, if you
No.
shove me away, won't I leave his range for attack of opportunity?
No, he doesn't
So,
really shove you away. He just kind of
Mechanically,
makes room for himself.
mechanically, I hit him and then shove you away.
Okay.
But thematically, I'm just being like, get the fuck out of here.
He's more or less being like, I'm here, get out of the way. But he's not, like, moving you out
I
of a
now
space.
realize I
Shocking
didn't
grasp
use
was a
my
good choice,
movement
too.
on my turn, like, before he had come up to me. I should have done that. Oh, well.
Oh, does he happen to be wearing metal armor?
My bonus action.
Nope.
Ah, okay. Well, that is a 15 then.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
This is El Gublan. That does not hit.
Like
Or,
what?
sorry, 15?
Yeah.
Hit
That
me
does
next
it.
time I
Okay,
forget to
cool.
use my bonus action so I don't forget.
So, what I'm
You
going to
should
do...
thank him.
What?
For what?
He's going to take 2 lightning damage,
Oh, thank you.
No.
and he can't do opportunity attacks on my boy Zorlin as
He
he
just
runs,
can't take
runs the
reactions.
hell away.
Yeah, but he has a turn before I do, so.
But he can't take opportunity attacks for the rest
So
of
he
his
tries
turn.
to attack
full
me.
turn.
What?
He has a full turn, right?
He has a
Can
turn
he take
before me.
opportunity
Oh.
attacks after his turn?
That'd be a...
I'll rule for this
Can't
round.
take until the start of its next turn, so no.
Yeah, so that's typically how it would be for the round. So he can't do anything for the rest of the round until his next turn. Then he'll be able to do them
He
again.
can't do opportunity
can't
attacks.
do
He can take his
opportunity
normal
attacks.
turn.
He can do
Yeah,
his
yeah,
normal
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, so after...
So, you know...
now it's
I'm
El
giving you a
Gublan.
chance.
It's El Gublan's turn.
El Gublan.
Yeah. And he is not looking happy at all. He actually turns to the big robot who slayed 2 of his other friends. And
One of
he's
his other
going
Thank God.
to attack him.
As if.
Well, you never
Watch
know,
him
bud.
hit.
I remember having like 21 AC with a different character, and I got hit almost every time.
Not every time.
Pretty much.
No. You got not hit so much.
Okay. Okay, that misses.
Dude.
That-
Dude.
21? Hey,
You're good.
21 hits.
Also hit.
Also, you were fighting tough things.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure everyone else can attest that you dodged a ton of this shit so many times, and it was frustrating.
Jesus Christ.
He can sneak attack now that you've surrounded him.
Wait,
We haven't surrounded him. He's still got
Can-
backwards
can
to
he?
go.
wait,
Yep.
he doesn't have any allies beside him.
No, you can.
Cool.
Is he a swashbuckler?
If he's a swashbuckler, then he can't sneak attack.
Oh, but
He's a.
It must be a goblin thing.
He's
I don't
an
know.
enemy that Evan has created, and he can do
Oh.
whatever he wants
Yeah.
with it.
yeah, sorry, metagaming.
Yep, so he is.
Shank you in the robot, asshole.
He's gonna stab you right in the nuts if you have them.
He doesn't.
That's
don't
He's got nuts and bolts.
that's 21 damage.
That's 21 damage.
21
Yeah.
damage.
Oh my god.
You're still
Did you
feeling.
just get dead?
No.
No, I have 2 hit points.
You're still
Holy crap.
feeling invincible there, bud.
Yeah, I am actually.
See, I do love that moment when the person with 21 AC, 21 AC,
Well,
and
actually, I had
tons
eight-
of health,
I had 18 at the time.
then gets taken down a ton.
I put my
Oh
shield
yeah,
away.
you put your shield away.
But it's so
True.
satisfying.
Whatever.
To see
Alright.
your allies get almost murdered, Kareem?
No,
Is
I'm-
that
I'm-
really?
I'm
He's
Wow.
talking about when he.
You're lucky
making
you're
a-
immune
I'm
to
making
poisons.
a jab at
What?
TJ.
I said you're lucky you're immune to poisons.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh. Hello, cat.
All right, so it is
You
now
know I love you.
Pelias' turn.
All right. I'm gonna back 30 feet that way.
Get a better shot on him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just to get a better shot.
Careful not to hit Zorlin
Third.
or Rhodes.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, the dude who's laying down, does he
I
look
can't.
like he might want to get back up, or?
Yeah, he
or-
can get up after this turn.
Yeah, I know, but what does he look like?
He looks pretty hurt.
We should leave.
You don't
him for
really know.
questioning.
These guys kind of just attacked you whenever you guys had a huge robot man and like stuff. Kind of. You're not sure why they're attacking.
Dumb
you,
on
so-
their part.
Well, the goblin dude just kind of like tore into Arbiter Road's metal plating, so I'll probably take a shot at the goblin,
Yeah.
and hopefully I'll hit this time.
No, we are destroying science.
That is a 21.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. That definitely hits.
How does this goblin dick
Unfortunately,
look?
this goblin is a deity, so that doesn't.
He doesn't look too hurt, but pretty hurt. We'll see how he looks after this.
So he takes 10 piercing damage.
Okay. He is now bloodied.
Hey! Gunshot wounds for the win.
He gets smacked in the back by this
Oh, it's my turn now.
thunder cannon bullet. And then it is now Zorlin's turn.
So I can run away without provoking an attack of
Yep,
opportunity.
you
Sure
can.
can.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm going to
welcome.
run away.
Why don't you attack first and then run away?
Doesn't matter.
I guess not. You have
Well, yeah,
spells.
aren't you a spellcaster? You would have
Yeah.
disadvantage anyway.
Yeah. Well, I have a rapier, but I'm not going to use that.
Okay.
So
What do you do?
I'm going to run away
Hey,
north.
You're gonna run through him?
like 2 days ago.
Sure.
No, man, go south.
You just like
Just 30 feet, as far as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. And
There you go.
no, fuck it. I'm not going to heal. I'm going to attack this guy. What? It's a vicious mockery. It's not going.
Okay.
I mean, he only just got bloodied.
Yes. So vicious mockery that's an attack roll, right? I'm gonna look it up.
You should know your own spell.
I know.
It is an attack roll.
Okay, great.
I just don't play bards.
No, I
That's
don't
fair.
either.
So yes, I am going to
Attack.
attack. Yes, I'm going to attack. Okay. Does a unnatural 20 hit? All right.
Yep.
Perfect. And
It's a solid hit.
I'm going to pull out a little pocketbook that I have of written down insults, and I am going to say, "Begone, thou ruttish onion-eyed pumpion!"
That's better than your mom hates you.
That's 4 damage.
God.
Oh,
God
harsh.
A single tear falls from his eye.
That's what I thought, and I'm going to use my bonus action to inspire Arbiter Rhodes.
Okay.
Forget what my die
It's a D6.
D6?
Is
Okay.
it whenever you do it?
So
or whenever
no,
he-
I'm
Whenever he
going
does
to.
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this, and so you can use that whenever you want on an attack roll, so you can do better if you miss.
Can I just give you this back and use my own?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
just.
symbolic.
It's symbolic that you now have an inspiration dice, and I'm going to say, Arbiter, you're Mega Man.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm Mega Man now.
Yeah, so Ryan, you can add that to an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Yes. You have it for 20 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna use it in the next 30 seconds.
Perfect. I know that you're going next anyway, so.
Yeah, and you have to use it before the DM decides whether the roll succeeds or fails.
Yeah.
So before you know whether that hits his AC or not.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. End of your turn.
That's my turn.
All right. It is not Arbiter's Road turn.
It's
There's
Grovel
one guy you forgot about.
No.
It's the champion.
Not the grovel dude.
The dude who's super sad.
Well, he
Runs
has
away.
To, well, he has to get up, which takes half his movement.
Oh, okay.
So he only goes away 15 feet.
Jogs away. There we go.
He left his sword there too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sick.
It's not a very brave bandit.
I know what I'm doing next.
He's running away.
Shoot for the cab. Shoot for the cab.
Don't shoot for the kills, shoot for the cripple.
I said cab.
Okay.
And now it's Arbiter's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use Kareem's inspiration here. Well, is it inspiration? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's inspiration.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Yep, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna attack this fucking dude here.
Alrighty.
So then you roll the d6 to add to it.
To the AC?
To the
To hit.
Attack.
You can't
Yeah.
roll it for the damage,
Oh, okay.
but you can
Well-
roll it for the attack roll.
Well, I rolled like a 19 anyway.
Well, then you
Oh.
don't need to use it.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
No.
You don't need
No.
to. You can hold on to it for 10
I'm gonna
minutes.
hold on 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I thought it was 10.
Well,
Okay.
a 19 to hits, right?
Yes, a 19 does hit.
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Roll your damage.
Yep. That is 14 slashing damage.
Okay. This guy is not looking happy.
He's still alive?
He's not looking happy. And it's Tristan's turn next.
I'm going to.
Oh,
I mean,
bonus
it's still a
action.
long time.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
You
No.
can't. do
You
that
can't.
unless
You're not a rogue.
Right, I'm not a rogue anymore.
Yep.
God damn it.
Well, that sucks.
I multi-plus.
Yeah, I
With a two-handed weapon, can you pommel strike or something?
That's
No.
completely your decision. You're the DM.
That is.
I'll let you.
if I move away and provoke an attack of opportunity, can he attack me twice?
Wait, is he not still unable to take reactions?
It's a new round.
You're around.
You're around.
Because
But he hasn't been able to move since Zorlin moved.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
technically,
yeah, okay.
He would
Yeah.
not.
Well,
give
and then I'm gonna
opportunity attacks.
move
You're welcome.
right up in that guy's grill. The other guy.
Oh, the guy's running?
Yeah, the guy's running.
Do you want to get in front of him?
I'm gonna get up in his grill. Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, you can do that.
Earthquake.
A demon appears.
No, I want to be like literally
Yeah.
right in front of him.
There you
Like,
go.
put them on top of each other.
Oh yeah.
He's a big man. He can't take up his
Can
spells.
I use a bonus action to tackle?
Yeah, while you're
Yeah.
running.
D4.
Well, you've got to roll to hit.
That'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
more of a
right.
grapple, I think. That's up to you though.
Don't forget, you can add your
My
inspiration,
strength, right?
Whatever you want.
And,
Well,
and your inspiration.
I can add my strength here too.
Yeah.
No, yeah, your
well,
strength.
that's his.
You have
So that's an 18 AC,
Yep. So you tackle him.
Yeah, I tackle him.
Okay.
and that's for D4 damage, I guess.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Say non-lethal.
Non-lethal, and that is. And do I add my strength to that as well, or?
Oh, that's his decision. It is a bonus action. So
No.
I don't know.
Okay, well
You're not
that
a
is
monk.
just 4 damage then.
Just 4?
You can't.
Yeah,
You're
he
late.
is unconscious under you.
Your massive, your massive girth.
You pulled a mic. You just sat on him.
No, you literally just like.
I ate him. I am now him.
Okay.
I enveloped him.
That's funny.
So he's unconscious.
So are you prone now, or
Yeah, I tackled him.
okay?
Well, he's kind of on top of him, so he's like half prone.
Like kneeling, I guess. I don't know.
On top of him.
Yeah, like I'm kneeling on his back like a
Like a what, Ryan?
I was gonna say New York City Police Department officer.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Wow. All right then.
on to the next turn.
Please.
Lemiao.
So it seems that all my allies have deserted me.
You can take
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Just leaving me with him and you.
Lead song,
I
please.
know, I was winging
I'll
that.
sing it with you.
I'll sing it. What is it?
You can join in.
All right. So I catch Zorlin's tune. I start humming myself, and then I'm like, I may as well use it, and whip out the rapier and start singing.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
When
When a girl walks in with a nitty waist and a thing in your face, you get sprung.
Yeah,
That's
that's song to
his
actually.
Why is that
play,
his
so-
blade song?
Long story.
Because he gets sprung.
You sprung him with your rapier.
I do sprung him with my rapier.
He springs him.
Does he
Jerry
get
Springham?
sprung?
Okay, I have to ask, what is the thickness of Lemiao?
Yeah, how?
Two
THI.
C's. Two
How-
C's.
Yeah, 2C6.
Two Cs.
Yeah.
Oh God, the furries are coming.
What
we
did
here
you
at
roll?
Har-
Don't forget to
we
close
here at Hardly
It
Nerding
is,
are
yeah.
friends
So
to all
that is a
furries.
15 to get sprung.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yes.
Yeah, getting sprung, and that's not bad. That is 10 damage, piercing.
Ooh.
Like as I hear your tune,
He
I just,
is looking in rough shape.
as I hear your tune, I just go, me too.
And this is not looking very good. I only have 11 health. As a
I
max.
have one.
I have 2.
11 health max, so I'm going to give him a little smile like, I thought you'd be dead.
He can still run too. He can't opportunity attack yet.
He can. Oh, no, he cannot.
Attack.
So,
No, not until his turn.
well, I want to go run and stand in front of Zorlin like a hero. Instead behind him like a coward. Yeah, perfect.
Or, I guess there's more in front of him.
there. Perfect.
Yeah.
I booped
There you
the
go.
cat and she's not moving.
So you want him to go for Arbiter?
I guess. So,
I may have hit the soft reset.
yeah, sorry, Rhodes. I may have abandoned
did what?
I booped the cat and then she just froze.
Okay, what's this guy gonna do?
It is his turn.
Whoops.
He commits seppuku.
There it
Sorry.
is. Sorry.
He is going to fire off a crossbow bolt at Why the fuck is he doing that? Okay, he's firing it off at Peleus.
Well, he's probably doing it with disadvantage then.
Well, you
He
know,
is.
Unless
just
it's
decide
within
that he's-
range.
you could just decide that that's stupid and he wouldn't do that.
Nope, the rolls that dictate
Not always.
Yep, well, that's it does not hit.
Right.
It kind of just shoots out and lands like a couple feet in
Just
front of him.
limply.
And then he
Flaccidly, you might say.
boop, boop, boop.
The bolt just
doesn't perform.
it just becomes spongy in nature.
he kind of vanishes under his cloak.
What?
He vanishes under his own cloak.
Yep.
Wait.
It's just kind of like a magic trick almost. Like you've seen people be like object on a thing and it's gone.
But there's
Oh.
like
Almost like that.
nothing around him.
He rolled magnificently.
All right then.
It's a 28.
Cool. Damn.
All right.
Well, I mean,
When in reality, he just like left the cloak there, dropped, and like hid behind a rock while it was dropping.
And
But
for
nobody
all intents
saw.
and purposes, he's gone.
damn.
After him, it is Peleus' turn.
Is there, like the blood trail on the ground from where he went?
He has a decent amount of HP left.
So the cloak is on the ground?
Yep, but he's gone.
Shoot the
No
cloak.
way.
Yep.
Take the shot.
I mean, I'm going
Search,
to.
bro.
You can take an action to, like, see where he went.
Yeah, you can't
All
do
right.
it.
Is that like
search.
what investigation?
Search.
So the search action.
Yep.
Okay, because I'm pretty good at investigation. I'll do that. That's a total of 10.
You don't know where he is.
I mean, if I could, I would have
Whoa.
backed off, but
Yeah.
that would take me off the map.
Yeah.
So,
All
I
right,
mean,
do you want to be in the same
can we
fight
just
here?
say I backed off?
Do you want to be in the same fight here, or are you like...
Bye,
But like,
guys.
do I still see everything, or is the stables in the way?
You don't see Arbiter.
me.
So like here, you would see him. Yeah.
All right, I'll stay there.
I'm pretty fucked up right now, guys.
It would take multiple turns
Wait,
for him
can,
to get
does
to you.
Evan
Yeah, I
let-
know.
Does Evan let you be healed?
Half health.
Okay.
I'll
I
heal
have a
you.
healing spell and I have a lay on hands.
I'll heal you next turn.
Yep. So, do you want to? So you used an action, bonus action.
Can I just like fire off wildly somewhere?
Fire wildly into the air.
Shoot where he was.
Yeah.
Shoot the
yeah,
cloak.
like if you want to, if
You'll-
that's what you do, I'll let you try.
I'll just like fire off like kind of in the general direction of where
Yeah.
he was, but no, not actually aiming for anything.
Oh wait, just make like an attack roll.
Okay.
Better roll well.
For a grand total of 11.
No, it just kind of fires off. Nothing really happens.
You kind of wince.
You fire where he was before, and it just kind of goes over the cloak, and the cloak kind of like gets taken by the wind a bit of it.
He
So
definitely
he's
just
not,
like
he's not
turned
hiding
invisible.
under the cloak on the ground.
Motherfucker.
Turned invisible?
He just turned invisible, so it's magical is what it is. That's why I missed.
I have something.
Oh, I have something for that.
I have something for
I'm
that.
not saying it's actually
All right.
magical. That's how
It could be.
Peleus is defending
and
himself.
it's so after Peleus, it is Zorlin's turn.
Okay. So. No, I don't have that.
I have it.
Okay, but I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna get this up real quick.
Just as a
Maybe
reminder
sense
to
then.
everyone, there is a grease pile about 10 feet directly south of where he was.
I don't have.
Yeah,
fire.
if he ends his turn there, he has to succeed on a
Or
save.
if he runs back into it. But also, there might be little bits of grease kicking up there if he's running through it.
Do I see that?
I don't think so.
I didn't think of that.
That's what I
All right. So, do I have enough? Yeah, I do. I am going to cast in a 20-foot cube around where the cloak was. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
20-foot cube around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should light up anything that's in there.
Okay.
Isn't it a save?
Well, each object. Oh, yes. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. So it would have to succeed on it.
Okay.
If he's there.
Just checking where the body's at. Okay. Yeah. Nothing happens.
Shit. So,
Well.
everything that is there turns violet.
The ground just kind of glows a little violet, I guess.
I'm going to also then cast Healing Word. But I'll move up so I'm in 30 feet of Arbiter roads. And I'll cast a Healing Word on him. That's no way. No. 30 feet within from Arbiter.
From me.
From Arbiter. Not 30 feet ahead from where I was. 30 feet from Arbiter.
There.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because it's only going to be half effective.
You
So
add
that's-
your
Yeah, that's
mod-
5. So
you
3.
gain 2. You
Three.
round down.
He'll
Yeah.
take 3
Oh, okay.
because he's like
All right.
healing for
DM
him.
rules.
Healing
You're too
healing
nice.
for him's hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
So you get 3 health. Sorry, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, you look really cool. And that's what I do.
Okay. And it is top of the round. Arbiter, is your turn. You are on top of this man.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic in a 30-foot radius of myself.
Okay.
Is there anything magical going on within?
No, he just rolled a really well stealth.
But
Okay, I'm going to stand up and prepare an action.
Okay.
You already
Yep.
cast
No,
it.
right, I cast. God damn
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Bonus action to stand up.
Wait, he rolled a good.
Or half your
Usually it's
movement
just
speed.
half
Half your
movement.
movement speed.
Oh right, he still had movement, so he must have moved out of the 20 feet. Shit. At least it's really pretty. I mean, it's all violet.
Actually, you said I can use my bonus action to stand?
No, you
Well,
move
that's
half
half
movement
your
speed. Sorry.
speed.
My
Okay.
bad.
So you can move 15
Bad
feet
cat.
somewhere if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to move 15 feet towards nowhere. I'm not going to move.
Good.
I'm not going to move.
Why does this cat look so frightened? No, stop bugging her.
Tristan, it is your turn.
Hmm.
Meow.
So
What do you do?
he didn't move to the south. He didn't move down because he would have hit the grease pile. Is what I'm thinking in character as well.
Okay.
You have 6.
So he probably wouldn't dash towards Peleus. So he probably dashed directly to the right, to the east. So what can I do?
Have any area of effect?
Fireball. Fireball.
Lightning bolt. Kills everyone.
Everyone's just tittering on the brink, and he's just like, I got it.
Hey.
Just sees Arbiter like burnt to a crisp. It's like, why, citizen?
So
Random Kenku flies in and destroys everything and flies away.
So this is slightly outside of the spell's effects, but I was wondering if I could kick up a little bit of dust, like kick up some of the ground to dust about 30 feet to the right of where he was before, just to see if
So,
he's
like,
within that
here?
area. No, like
Using
further
this
way?
that
This way?
way.
To the
It would be using mold earth, which
I'll
is
let us.
you allow that. All right.
I'll let you kick up, so you're just kicking up dust to see if
I
it
just
gets
want
caught
to
on
kick up
anything?
dust to see if he's moving through there.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
there would be like an air
There would be an
distortion.
How much of
distortion
an
and,
area
like,
of
stick
effect?
to him. Well, it's outside the normal effect, so that would be up to you. I'd say like,
What area of effect do you normally have just moving the earth?
Yeah,
let me double check. I think it's 5 feet.
5 by 5.
5 by 5 is 25.
No, 5.
So it'd be 1 cube.
One
so
cube.
1 cube directly to the right.
Okay.
But then it
30
is
feet away.
dust, so it could disperse. It's
Yeah,
up to you.
I'll let it kind of disperse to the next, so like a 10 foot.
Yeah.
So kind of in this area.
Yeah, like 30, like where he would be, like 30 feet
Here?
away
He's coming
to the
for you
right,
guys.
where
I
he would be
guarantee it.
if he ended his turn.
Okay.
He's probably just getting the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah,
He's
that's why
gonna
I'm
fucking
trying to.
eat shit right now.
Hey, nothing. You don't find anything with the
probably not
dust, but
gonna
I like
attack
the
you.
idea. Had he been there, you would have found him. I'm gonna let you know.
We're all having
Well-
good ideas, but we're all doing it in the wrong places.
Yeah. No, I really like that.
Oh, thank you.
It's like detect magic, fairy fire.
So now
save Earth.
it's
Nope.
his turn. Something will happen. He appears over here.
Fuck's sake,
He's
boys.
he's gonna kill the dude.
Hey,
isn't he?
don't worry, you're at 5 health now.
And he rolls to attack, and he kills the bandit.
I knew he was gonna do that.
Piece
I
of
knew it.
shit. If you maybe he wasn't going to, and then you just said it, and he did it. It's your fault.
Wait,
That's what he was gonna
That's what he was gonna do.
No.
He kills the bandit.
yeah, is that the end of his turn?
No, he has one more attack,
Does anybody have the spell speak with dead?
and he stabs himself in the throat.
Wait,
What
damn
the
it.
fuck?
He kills himself?
Yep, and he
Wait.
hits himself.
Did he have to do an attack roll on himself? Is that what
Oh,
he
Yep.
just rolled?
I can't even
Yeah,
kill
I-
myself.
Did he hit himself?
Yep, I'm hoping he does enough damage.
I'm hoping he doesn't do enough damage.
That's
Yo, Evan.
No,
he-
what we need to do is like at the end of every like assassination in Assassin's Creed, he's bleeding out from his throat, but we talk to him for 10 minutes.
Yo, Evan, you don't have to roll for damage if he's killed himself.
I am just because I'm rolling his sneak attack.
I'll
never sneak attack yourself.
I'll never see it coming.
Backstep. You can't sneak attack yourself.
I mean, Ryan, I'm pretty sure you can in this case.
I just imagine like
my
A sneak attack is all about like catching someone
No, no,
in
no.
a vulnerable spot.
no,
'cause
I
they're
just
unprepared.
I just imagine like an RPG guard like what was that?
And
Must be the rats.
he does kill himself.
God damn it!
He had
Well,
10
that
HP.
sucks.
He did 17 damage.
That
Oh,
sucks.
and poison.
It doesn't matter.
He's definitely dead.
Damn it. Fortunately, Irtos isn't here, so he won't eat him.
All right, so he
You're gonna stop
he
referencing other
dies.
people's
Yeah, that's gonna be
campaigns.
confusing. We should. Yeah, sorry.
Well, he just kind of falls to the ground. He's bleeding out.
He's still alive.
He's bleeding out.
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna.
Well, you're like
Lay on
right
hands.
there.
What?
You're already there.
Okay, well, I'm going to use
I don't think.
lay
You-
on hands to return him 5 health points.
If you can.
Wait, you can give.
I'm
him
gonna
10.
rule it that since he did 7 additional damage to himself, you don't heal him.
You can,
Fine, I'll do 7.
Well,
You don't know
you don't
that.
know that.
You
That's
don't know
metagaming.
that. You try, it doesn't work.
Yeah. And he just kind of like gurgling, like laughs at you.
The
Curb stomp.
I curb stomp.
No.
All right, if
I
you
say
want to.
you are sentenced to death by the rules of my kingdom and curb stomp him.
All right. Roll. Just
Curb stomp.
He's prone,
Yeah.
so you have advantage.
Okay,
Oh
You still have
my
inspiration.
God.
that is a
yeah, use your
natural
bardic
20.
inspiration.
natural
Oh.
20. Yeah, you just curve stomp his face all the way in, like
He's
a.
never gonna use my inspiration.
If you ever saw a melon get dropped from like 40 feet up in the air, that's what happens to his face.
Oh God.
They're just everywhere. And then his body kind of stops gurgling because he's got no face.
Is that it? Is that the end of initiative?
That's the end of the initiative. Yeah. So I'll bring up their bodies.
Well, that was not successful.
I mean, we killed them.
I think the other body's there. It's just
I'm on
he's
top of
on
it.
Yeah,
it.
you're on top of him.
He's humping the dead body.
Okay, well, can I search the guy, the goblin?
Yep. You
Cool.
can search, roll an investigation.
I will return.
That is a natural 20.
You found.
doing? What are you doing?
Right there.
How are you doing?
I don't know.
That's fine. You search him. You find. What levels?
I feel like we're not reacting appropriately to him rolling this many nat 20s.
critical. Better.
Dude, I've rolled 2.
You've rolled more than 2.
Evan,
Tonight?
please edit
Yes.
in. What's
You've
it
rolled
called?
more than 2.
Yeah, please edit that in whenever Ryan rolls.
You've rolled
There's
like
not enough air
4.
horn.
You've rolled
Yeah,
like
air
4.
horn.
When did I roll the other one?
Yes,
Okay.
Evan, please.
You just rolled a nat 20.
I rolled 2 there.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
rolled
I
2
rolled
just
tonight.
that. You rolled 2 nat 20s before that.
When?
Before those 2.
I don't remember other nat 20s.
I just remember those two.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't.
He's rolled well. He hasn't rolled nat 20.
He's rolled nat 20s.
He's
I
rolled.
wasn't
He's got
rolled
a
that.
couple unnatural.
Yeah.
No, I swear.
When you say unnatural 20, it sounds like a natural 20. You know?
Unnatural.
So you find 66 gold pieces on him and 358 silver pieces.
Damn. It's rich.
Is he confiscating this for the good of the kingdom?
How many silver? 358?
358. Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna-
98 gold?
66 gold.
66. I'm at 90.
It's all good. I'm going to shakily walk over to.
There's still stuff.
do.
Sorry. And you also find on him a medallion.
Oh.
And on this medallion, you see like a pole arm, kind of like the top of a pole, kind of turning into a blade, and it almost looks like shadows are coming off of this trinket.
I'm gonna stash it.
Okay,
Not gonna
and that's
tell
what you
anyone.
find on him, besides like his somewhat burnt clothes and stuff, if you want that or not.
No.
Acid-eaten
So-
clothes.
While he's doing that, I think,
Okay.
at least myself, I assume Zorlin as well are going to kind of like jog back up to him and say,
Like,
Me too. It's
Rhodes,
just going to
what
take
the
me a while.
Rhodes,
Okay.
what the fuck was that?
Can I
Bandits.
just search the guy underneath me without like acknowledging them at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
I'm
And then
gonna go
if you guys want to
to-
search the other two,
I'm
you
gonna
can.
go to the one.
Oh my god!
See?
Critical.
Don't do that every time.
But you have to. It's a critical.
No. I'm just going to become increasingly high pitched.
They do it in D&D Diesel. Why can't we do it here?
That was one 30-minute thing.
But he still went critical every time he did a critical.
Well, that was Vin Diesel.
All right.
We are not Vin Diesel.
I like to
If anyone
style
wants to look
myself
at the
after the
Kareem,
Well, that's
wonderful
very
Vin Diesel.
obvious.
If you want to look at that, I haven't touched it since I rolled it. There it is.
It is indeed a critical.
You find 21
love you
silver
anymore.
pieces on him.
20 more silver places?
21.
21.
You're just going to stash all of those?
Yeah, he's got confiscate for the good of the kingdom. Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna-
he also had this
Civil
guy
forfeiture.
does not have a sword on him or anything.
Okay.
What were the other guys? Not the one that was good, but the other two. What did they look like?
They were just humans.
Okay.
Oh, so
What did-
we all
like,
look
what-
the same.
No, you're not a human. What?
One dude had a mohawk and the other dude had like dreads.
No, but like what weapons do they have?
Damn.
Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max.
They both had scimitars and a light crossbow.
I'm gonna search the one with the. I'm gonna search the one with the mohawk.
Okay.
Want me to roll investigation or?
Yeah.
All right. Watch me get in that one.
Watch me now.
All right.
15.
15.
You find 20 copper pieces on this guy.
I feel as though they would have searched them before I got there, so
Okay,
I'm not
and
gonna.
then you're gonna search the other guy?
No, I actually don't want to search. I want to run into the tavern so I can kick the door open and say, Zuko.
I want to get
fuck's
that.
going
and
on?
I want to search that last guy.
Okay,
Watch this, boys.
and you
The one with the dreads.
you
or the
arrive at
groveling
is
one?
they're both as he's finishing up the last guy.
The one with the dreads or the groveling one?
He's doing the dreads.
I'm gonna use.
He already did the groveling
Can,
guy.
can I use Kareem's inspiration
You
here?
can.
Yeah, that's an
It's
ability
been
check.
less than 10 minutes.
That's a 22.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 6 for inspiration.
I hate you and love you.
I'm using a random generator for these guys as money. You find 6 copper pieces.
They're not all rich.
Can I search the groveling guy or?
He's already been searched. He's
I
all of them.
searched 3 of these guys already.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so you find 6 copper pieces and a scimitar and a light crossbow. If you want to take them.
I'm going to.
Give me a sec.
So I'm gonna arrive. I'm gonna be like, what you find, guys?
Money.
Money.
20 copper.
Oh.
It's not much.
Well, no, it's not.
I found some currency, and I found this medallion.
How much currency, there, friend?
About 400 silver. 90 gold.
Can I see the medallion?
Can I see the gold?
Sure. Can I just like toss it at him?
Yeah.
Could I see
Oh,
that?
is
Could I
it
see
sharp
that?
or anything?
No.
Okay, good. So I catch it.
Could I see that gold really quick
No.
to see its value?
Citizen.
Like
So what is it again?
Can we
It's
share it?
a kind of like
Hey,
like almost like a mercury colored medallion that's kind of got like almost like shadows coming off of it, and the emblem on it's kind of like a halberd, so it's like a pole with like a blade at the end.
It has shadows coming off of it.
Yeah, like
Does it seem
almost like shadows coming off of like the emblem itself.
Does it seem like a magical effect? Can I roll for that?
You can roll Arcana to check.
Cool. 9 is the answer.
I'm not sure. It feels like there's a bit of like a not so good feeling aura coming off of it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk over and gonna say, "Can I see that?"
Well, sure, yes. I was gonna try to see if I could divine it magically, but
Oh.
if
Do
you
you,
can,
do you want to?
no, you please go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna use Arcana, I guess.
Okay, roll Arcana.
No. That's a 10. Nope.
Yeah, you think this is bad. It's got a magical bad aura.
This is bad.
Wait,
Yes,
I can Arcana
well,
that
do you
up,
mind
too.
if I just kind of do my thing?
I asked you if you wanted to first.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
All right.
Sound cool.
While this is all happening, you go to the door, you kick it open, and what do you say?
Well, what does it look like inside first? Is there...
It looks a lot emptier. The
is-
2 Doro guards are now passed out.
Okay, so it's just normal. Like
The
everything's
Dragonborn
good.
is still like he's snoring now on the bar, and then Zook's kind of just on his shelves cleaning some stuff, and then the harp's piano is not playing. You can see her kind of cleaning the table that
Can
the
I-
assassins
Alright,
left.
so I'm-
Can I get after him? Like, can I follow him?
Well, you
Yeah,
were
well,
kind of searching loot for a while.
Yeah, so he's.
Yeah.
I'm
Was
gonna
I?
let him
I
do
got
this.
a bit of time here.
Yeah.
I immediately ran for the door. Zook, we may have a problem.
He tries-
Now, can
says-
you come out here now?
You're back.
Yeah, can you come out here now, Zook?
What's the matter?
Can you come out here now, and then I can show you, Zook?
What's the matter?
This is why you should have
Do you
brought
want me to yell out in this establishment what is happening that might not be good for your business?
And he kind of looks to the table that like his wife's cleaning, and looks back to you and kind of like points at it, as if like, kind of like, is that what the issue is? Is what he means by it?
What? I don't understand what he means. So
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
So
He
I'm just
didn't-
like, what? No, like it. Not even in character. At character, I have no idea what he means.
He's asking if it was like the people who were at that table.
Oh,
That's what he's pointing at the
But
table.
like,
that
you
they
wouldn't
they
know
left.
if it was the
I didn't
people at that table or
understand.
not.
I didn't understand. Anyways,
Okay, that's
so
fine.
I'm just
So,
like, no, it's not your wife. Come out here.
so he just like fine, and then he kind of pulls like you see him pull 2 rapiers out of from under the bar as he comes out, and he kind of puts them on his belt, and he comes out and he's like, "Well, what's the matter?"
I
Well,
assume,
you'd probably see the dead bodies.
and I assume that Rhodes would have been running up to him
Well,
right as he was coming out.
he sees a dead body as he comes out, and the light hits him, and he sees like the big giant robot, and he's like, "What have you done?"
Hey, friend, bandits. They're not fun.
Bandits.
While that was happening, did I have time to cast Identify on the thing?
Yep.
Cool. So I would have done that.
Wait.
Do you want me to read it off to you again?
Do you have enough space?
No, it's fine.
It's not a spell slot. I'm an artificer. I can do that.
Anytime you want?
Yeah.
Damn.
This item has some sort of magical spell on it that that links it to an somewhere else.
I
Almost
learned
for-
which spell that was.
I don't know what spell it
Okay,
is.
so it's just a spell that links it to.
Yeah, it's like the same kind of concept as like scrolls of telescription, but for talking through your head.
Okay, so it's
For
like a communication device.
Yeah, telepathy.
Also-
Telepath.
For the
Telepathy.
record, I
There
didn't-
we go.
For the record, I didn't come up with that, so
Yeah,
credit where credit is due to Critical Role.
I'm just saying. Like that's
Yeah, so
that's
so
what
I
it is.
now know that this is used to communicate with somebody else.
Yep.
Okay.
And you'd have to wear it to communicate.
Do
is
you
more or
say
less
that
how it works.
to-
I would say, guys,
Yes.
communication device.
Oh, so he was working for someone.
I'm assuming so.
Are you guys like surprised about the idea of communication devices?
Well, I mean, it's a relatively new idea.
It's like,
Well, like a communication device like this is definitely something you've never really heard of. Like,
Yeah.
usually, like birds are used to transport letters and stuff like that.
do you think we can like
just-
activate it?
This is something I
One
would
of
be.
the possible things that I could have built was something called a sending stone. So I would have had I would have known that it was possible.
Yeah.
But I would have never actually done work into it because I made a bag of holding
Would
instead.
this-
Well, also telepathy across who knows how far is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think we can activate it and contact whoever this person was contacting?
Well, I believe you just have to wear it.
Well, hand it over.
Maybe we
Zook
get
and
everybody together
Lemiao come
first.
up to you guys and just like, what happened?
Yes. Bandits. We killed them. Tried to save one to figure out what was going on. The goblin was feeling suicidal. Here we are.
The gen pops out of the stables, and it's just like, oh, that was quite the fight.
Where were you?
What do you mean?
It appears he was hiding in the stables.
No, I was hiding. I was watching our backs.
I got stabbed in the guts.
That's
And
not
you
your
were
back.
hiding.
Arbiter's pretty goddamn pissed off by this.
Whatever.
He's not a warrior.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's a politician. He was not grown up to be a fighter.
I mean,
It's not really
he's
his
our
fault.
guide. I'm glad you're alive, so we know how to get there.
Yeah. I'm good with my tongue, not so much a sword.
I'm good
That's
with
what my
both,
wife says.
Zook, what do you want to do about the dead bodies outside of your,
Well-
soon to be my establishment? Sorry, your establishment.
Well, I can't believe this. Bandits haven't been in my inn and forever. It's called the happy ending, not the dead ending.
Yeah, that wouldn't really draw a lot. of
Well,
customers.
I do
Wouldn't-
feel I feel as though we are somewhat responsible.
I mean, I really don't feel
not
that's
not
the case
for
at all.
killing them, just for having these dead bodies outside of your inn.
I mean,
Do-
they attacked
Do you
us.
want our help in disposing of them?
Should we just drag them into stables for now?
Yeah, I'll handle it. This isn't the first time I've had to get rid of some bodies. We'll just hide them in the stables for now.
I very smartly don't ask why.
And
Excuse
then
me, citizen. Why have you dealt with this
The
before?
less we ask, the better. Arbiter.
This, my friend, is the crossroads. You see that big hill? There's like a hill to your east. There's a hill to the southeast, and it kind of goes up a bit. So you see that?
Is that the Hill of Thieves?
Yeah, that's the hill of thieves. Whenever you live on the crossroads, you see a lot of bandits and thieves, just never in the happy ending. So, yeah. So he's like, I can't believe. I'm so sorry, guys. It's my fault. I shouldn't have let them in my establishment.
No, it's fine. We're alive. They're dead. All's well that ends well.
And he kind of, but as you guys, he kind of like, he turns to the gen. He's like, oh, if you killed them, the least you can help is put the bodies in the stable. So the gen comes over and helps him lift one of the bodies. As you see him kind of like lifting the body, you notice him very sneakily kind of reach up, check their pockets, kind of,
Nothing in there.
Already
bud.
done.
Okay,
and he kind of gives a. Who would you have said that to him?
I would have said already checked, mate.
And then he just gives you a wink and
I
keeps
give him a
going.
wink back.
so Arbiter's gonna pick up 2 bodies and just toss them over his shoulders.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'm sure.
I'm not doing that.
Would you like to help me grab this other one, my friend?
Oh, I guess so.
Everyone,
You grab the
grab
arms,
an
I'll
arm.
grab the leg.
everyone, could we perhaps like maybe just rest for a little bit while I just
Yeah, if you say this while your guys are carrying them, Zook will be like, I'll give you guys free room and board. From
I was going to recommend that innkeeper.
Oh,
Well,
you
it's,
sure?
it's fine,
Are you
Arbiter.
sure?
I'm Zook. I'm a good man.
Are you sure?
Yes, you indeed are.
Are you sure? I would feel terrible about imposing on you.
I would ensure to lock your doors, gentlemen.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. The rooms are all mostly empty, anyways.
I am in your debt.
You were literally not in his dad.
It's a figure of speech.
Okay, so you guys all put the things in. As you guys put them in the
Bodies.
back of the stables, you see there's kind of like a stump with an axe for like cutting lumber in the back of it. You see Zoot goes and picks up the axe, goes to the goblin, and or I guess the goblin does have head. Goes to the one of the the human with the mohawk, and just cuts his head off.
You wouldn't see that kind of smart thinking out of like a large city.
And then he just kind of picks up the head, grabs there's like a pitchfork.
Oh, he's
Out
going
of
to
the farm.
display them because
And
they're
he-
bandits.
Oh, I thought you were just going to separate them and move them to discreet locations.
No,
Excuse me.
he just goes outside, sticks
I've
the
heard that that's
pitchfork,
what criminals
puts the head
do.
on it, gets a sign, puts it there, and then pulls out his little letter cutter and starts going at it and putting something into the sign. And after about a minute, he gets this pretty ravishing but intimidating Zorro-esque style sign that says "Bandits beware."
Is this normal practice in the society?
Well, you see, my
Certainly
friend,
not in the Elven Kingdoms.
my big metal friend, out here in the crossroads, this is normal.
In
You see-
small bodies like that would disappear very quickly, but I guess here they're going to be shown off.
Well, not the body, just the head.
Yes. Well, members of my party, I'd like to have a quick chat in private, please.
Let's do that while we rest, and I stitch my guts back inside of myself.
Arbiter's just yes. He's got this giant slash across his body.
If as well, my metal friend, if you need any help repairs, I'd be happy to offer my services.
I can sing a song that will soothe our
You
wounds.
may silence.
I can actually heal your wounds with my voice.
Okay, so you guys
If you don't
want to
want
go
the
into your
healing.
room. Zook, so Zook kind of says, "I'll deal with the bodies later." So
Okay.
he goes inside.
Later.
So he just kind of brings you guys back inside, and he says, "All right, first room upstairs on your left. That should be enough. Do you guys want separate rooms? Well, why not? The one on your right as well. You guys can have that. There's 2 bedrooms in each. You guys can figure it out. The Jen,
You could sleep in the stables, right?
I'll get you another room too. All right, 3 rooms. There you go.
All right. Let's all meet in one room so we can have that talk.
Yes, I would say that.
And Zook just kind of goes over the bar. His wife comes over. He gives her a big flamboyant kiss, and then hops on the bar again and starts cleaning stuff.
not phased at all.
Lucky woman.
Yeah, so I would make my way up
He just
to.
put a guy's head on a pitchfork.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever.
I'm-
People gotta talk.
I'm pretty impressed by this guy.
Yeah, so I would make my way upstairs.
Who am I sleeping with, boys?
I'll go into the right room and then kind of motion to take you guys in as well.
The Jen follows.
Yeah.
Might I suggest we take a short rest and I sing us a song of rest while we...
We're going to take a long rest anyway, aren't we? We're here.
Oh, we can
Yeah,
do that.
that's what the plan is. It's just I want to talk first. with
Let's
you
talk.
The
guys.
Jen now has a short sword. He took it off one of the
he did.
bodies.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
Just in
Peleus, where we left off with
Yeah,
the...
so I'll take out the
medallion.
communication. Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I have deduced that it is a medallion that the goblin used to communicate with somebody.
So these weren't just... At least the goblin wasn't just an ordinary ruffian. They must have been taking orders.
That's my guess. Yes.
What's it look like?
Well, and then I show it to him. It's got this shadowy aura.
Yeah, he looks at it.
And like a pole arm.
He's like, may I?
You sure? Just
takes it-
try not to put it on.
He takes it
Yes.
in his hand, looks in pretty detail, pulls out these glasses like a little like the little magnifying's on, looking at it, bites on it a bit, and flips it over, rubs it. And he takes off his glasses and hands it back to you. He's like,
If I may.
that emblem looks a little familiar.
Oh, do tell.
Well, Perhaps you may remember in the tower there was a weapon that looked like that. One of the statues.
Yes, I do remember.
Which statue?
It was the halberd on the statue of Malum.
That is.
The bad.
May I see
Yes.
That
Can
is
I-
also the one that if you guys remember, was the one
the
that
desecrated one?
the one that had the like runes placed all around and said like Malum is cool and stuff.
This appears to be Malum's halberd. If you remember from the tower, the area dedicated to Malum's halberd was desecrated.
So he's like a
other
jerk.
other ways around. He desecrated someone else's spot.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he's like a jerk.
Or sorry, she desecrated someone else's spot.
So she's like a jerk.
She is
You
not the
yeah.
top purveyor of our society's means.
Okay, I am going to suggest something. Feel free to shoot it down. If this is a means of communication, I assume you would do that by wearing it.
Yes. I know what this is, right? Like, have I seen these medallions before?
No,
I know
but
what it
he
is.
told you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I propose, and again, this is rather stupid, that I could try to put this on to determine who's on the other end. And if by any means something goes bad, I get possessed, whatever happens, feel free to conk me on the head.
Well, why
With
don't
my
you just
broadsword?
With your fist, don't kill me.
here's an idea. Whoever is on the other end of this medallion would likely be trying to contact it. Whoever is with this medallion.
I can do quite a few voices.
Yes. Well, that was my initial thought. Is maybe don't try to contact them, but when they contact you, maybe attempt a
goblin
deceive-
voice.
Yes.
I have one of my best friends was a goblin. I hope their voices sound similar.
Okay.
He did say something to you. It was in a more nasally voice.
Oh yeah, like something about being funny or something.
Yeah, you think you're funny?
You think you're funny? Think you're funny?
How's that sound? How does that sound?
No, I wasn't near enough to know, so
Yeah, I didn't like him. He stabbed me.
I would imagine. He shot a crossbow at me.
Did he hit?
Yes.
Oh.
I showed like the gash in my side.
Oh! You play it off pretty cool.
Yes. Well. Yeah. So I'll give it to you.
Okay,
And
I'll
then-
hold on to this. If
yes.
this, I don't know, what will it do? Glow, beep.
Do I know what it would do if someone tried to contact him?
It's telepathy.
So you would hear a voice in your head.
Do you think if I put it on, I'll start hearing the voice, or I won't hear the voice if I don't put it on?
Whoever is on the other end of this medallion, if they were trying to contact you, you would likely hear some kind of voice. But if
Yeah.
not, I doubt it.
You could explain to him the concept of telepathy, where you just talk in your head to someone.
Yes. It is a telepathic medallion.
Okay.
So do you know what that is?
Ish?
Yes. Well, it is more of a mind speak. You speak with your mind to whoever is on
So
the
I'll
other
be
end of the
doing
medallion.
a mimicry of a voice in my head.
Yes. Think nasally.
I can do that.
All right.
You
I
get-
trust that you can. You seem very capable.
Right. So you're gonna do that?
Well, I mean, Peleus is saying to wait for them to contact us, but I don't know if it'll work if I don't put it on.
Well, yes, we'll put it on, but just don't try to contact them.
Again, if something bad happens. But not lethally.
Get
I
your
hope you're jokingly like take
sword
out
at the
his
ready,
broadsword.
please.
If that is indeed a joke, I'm very proud of you. I put it on.
Okay.
I do have a sense of humor.
As you put it on, you kind of feel a little bit of a unease, as if like you're less powerful almost, but it's not an actual like physical thing. It's more of you feel just like whoever's on the other end is better than you, kind of thing.
Oof.
But
My knees are
you don't
shaking.
hear anything talk out to you or reach out to you. If you want to talk to them, and you like, I'll get you to roll a performance for it, but I'll get you to roll at advantage as you're talking in your head.
No one's talking. Should I say something?
I would say no.
I do not recommend it, citizen.
Just if they try to contact you.
We are currently
could it
holding
hurt?
all the
I'm
cards
gonna-
in our hand.
I'm gonna just tuck it underneath my jerkin.
You're jerking.
My jerkin.
You're gherkin?
All right.
Well, it's not really a jerkin. It's more of just a puffy shirt. I tuck it underneath my puffy shirt.
Okay.
Alright, well then,
was-
I have nothing else to add. If you seem like you need rest, my friend.
I do.
And we could work on you. I do need some sort of rest, but only about 4 hours of it. So then
Actually-
after that, I could tinker a bit.
Do you recall if Zook said anything about female companionship? I find that really helps the recovery process.
This is not a
You
brothel.
could go speak with Zook. I have no idea, and I am not interested in such things.
Actually, I probably won't be
I mean,
performing
you could go talk to him
properly
about it.
with, as I'm currently holding some of my guts in. So I'll just go to bed.
Yes.
The gen just kind of nods with you guys. He's like, I'm a little tired.
All right, who are we bunking
Yes,
with?
I'm sure.
Well,
Well, I will bunk with the Arbiter if
If he needs repairs,
he needs
yes.
repairs. Yes, and I'm actually somewhat interested.
Well,
to see
Meow,
how
you
it
don't
works.
like-
you and me, baby.
You don't like cough up fur balls during the night, do you?
Insulted.
Do you?
Is that a yes or a no, citizen?
Not every night.
and the gen just says, I snore really loud.
I'll
And
go with
he
Meow.
leaves the room.
I prefer that to snoring. Don't worry.
All right.
Just wake
Before
up
you
in the middle
guys,
of the night.
as you guys are kind of winding down for the night, you hear a knock at the door.
Which door?
Oh crap!
Alright.
Not your guys's.
Degens?
Repairs?
No, he's knocking at
Oh.
Zorlin and Lemiao's. Sorry.
Come in.
The gen pushes open the door, and you see him have 4 ales on there, and he
like a
offers
man.
you both one. And he says, "Good luck, good work out there today, boys. I'm sorry I'm not much of a fighter, but now I've got a short sword, so if it comes to slashing at shit, I got it now."
It's all right. We all have our lot in life. I sing. You talk to people. You move the earth. Let's just raise a bottle to not dying, and I clink
I
bottles
can
with
agree
him.
to that.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink later. Like, I've got a bit of a rash, hair rash. And he leaves the room.
I'm downing this.
That was nice.
He comes into your guy. Yeah, he knocks on your guys' door.
This
first.
is like a painkiller for me.
Oh yes. And I go and open up the door.
Oh, you see the gen out there with 2 ales on it. It's like, oh, you boys want something to drink for your troubles tonight?
Well, I'm not very partial to alcohol. Arbiter, you can if you wish, but I wouldn't recommend it with your gears.
My kind does not need artificial supplementing.
Oh boy, more for me. All right,
Yes, well, enjoy. Do enjoy, Jen.
all right. Well, have yourselves a great night. If you need me, I'll be snoring.
All right. I'm sure we'll be able to find you.
Aye.
Good day. Close the door. So we all take a long rest.
All
Do you want
right.
me to like roll for?
Do you guys want to do anything before you go to sleep? I know you guys are gonna have full health.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a long rest for all intents and purposes because you're an elf.
Yeah, I
So
take a
you
4-hour
meditate?
trance
Yeah.
thing.
I also
He also does that.
Doing
he
a weird Witcher
He goes like
meditation.
inactive, but he can still do things
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
So, Lemieux,
so
any,
like
like,
for the rest
girls
of
you're
it, you could
interested
help
in?
prepare him or whatever.
Yeah. Do I have to roll performance to see how well I do?
What's your
or,
type?
like-
No.
If you want to.
Cool. I'll do
No
that just
girls.
because it's
What's your
fun.
type?
I hope I do
My
well.
type. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
My type is long and luscious.
And I add double my proficiency
And
because
what?
I'm an artificer.
Long and
so
luscious.
Long and luscious. What kind of individual would you describe as
That's
long
a 20,
and luscious?
unnatural.
Non-natural.
Non-natural 20.
Oh wait,
None
this
of
is
your
more for
business.
you. So I guess like, do you trust him with his
Just making
repairs?
conversation.
I mean,
Well,
like,
what's your
He does
type?
pretty damn
Anybody?
good job. You're maxed out. You
Well,
feel
I have
you
some
feel like
elements after
what
some
would I roll?
experiences,
I would just, like, roll...
but
you don't have to roll anything. But
Yeah, you win.
see, I'm open. We're companions. We should
Yep.
be open.
Artificer on this trip, I will require a mechanist. Are you suited to fill these duties?
Well, I mean, if you require it, then yes. I mean, I find this quite interesting as it is.
Much obliged, mechanist.
Yes.
all right, are you two doing anything?
I've got a new.
We were having a
So-
little
Well,
conversation.
I want to get to know you.
We'll
We're
chat.
traveling
Little heart to heart.
companions.
We were just having a little heart to heart.
Cats, humans, elves, dwarves.
Yeah. I also have some interesting stories.
Well, yes, if you would like to tell them.
I feel like we're having two conversations at once.
Yeah,
you guys-
yeah.
Alright.
What tickles your fancy?
Well, you see, the thing is, you don't need to know that.
I mean, I don't need to. I just like to.
Why
We're going to
don't
be
you go
traveling,
first?
spending so much time. Council, so boring. I want to know you.
Well, why don't you give me a little info about you first?
Sure.
I know bards tend to be a bit of a romantic lot, but you don't seem to be very. What's the word?
Choose your words carefully.
What's the word?
Eye twitch.
Of a romanticist. You're more of a.
Really?
Of a romantic. You're more of a.
No,
of
I'm a lover
what's
of
the
romance.
word? You seem more of a. Not quite man whore, but.
Scam artist?
Oh, you're a cat, so say dog.
You seem like a dog.
Well, I'm actually descended from dragons, but yes, I don't tend to stay in one place very long, and some of my former romantic companions would be a bit unhappy to see me again, given my hasty departure. But I'm a lover of romance and adventure and music and steamy nights.
Oh. So you like smoking darks and breaking hearts.
I don't know what that means except for the last part. I don't like it, but it's an unfortunate consequence in my line of work.
I see.
Littlest hobo.
Nice.
What a good show.
So there, I
What a
told
good
you
show.
a little bit about myself.
Yeah, and it was very nice. Good night.
But yes, have a wonderful sleep, just to heal my wounds a little bit, and just as a ritual I do, but I just like to play a little ditty before I go to bed.
Oh my god.
All right, so do you guys go to
We're
sleep?
best
Yeah.
of friends.
Okay.
We're just the best of friends.
You.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Because he's got it on.
Oh, fuck. I forgot I'm going to sleep with it on. Okay.
All right. So
Kareem, that's one thing you should know. Don't go to sleep with weird things on.
I mean,
you go to sleep. For all intents and purposes, you were resting. But you were having a conversation as someone reaches out to you and says, "Hello there.
hello.
I know you're not the goblin. No
Oh,
need to
thank
act.
goodness I don't need to do that voice. So, who do I have the pleasure of telepathically conversing with?
I am an agent of Malum.
Care to give me a first name?
I have no such first name, as it is not important. I serve Malum. I am an agent
Well,
of hers.
that's a tragedy that one as lovely as yourself wouldn't have a name of your own. But anyway, business, I assume.
More or less, if you would like. If not, you could just keep this
Keep it. What for?
as a token to show that you have dealt with those nasty thieves who dared steal from Malum.
Ah, so the goblin wasn't a servant of Malum.
No, simply a thief
A thief.
who managed to steal it.
What?
Nothing. I can't tell you. It's metagaming.
That's fair.
Tall arbiter says hi.
With this token, you may gain favor, so you choose.
Oh, really? Do tell. I love gaining favor.
Well, Malum, are you familiar with her?
I've heard the name, yes.
Well, then you must know she is of great power.
Indeed.
She will soon change this world.
Oh. In what way, might I ask?
For the better, of course.
Oh. And
Such as yourself on your
Oh.
quest to unite the people.
Oh,
You seek to better the world.
that we do. So you're telling me some very powerful being who I don't know very much about wishes to change the world in a radical way for the better. I'm 100% on board.
You yourself are doing it as well.
In a certain point of view, yes. I'm just along for the ride with this whole thing.
Ah, so you do not wish to gain such as the princes.
I mean, they have their agenda, I have mine.
Malum would like you.
I'm sure I'd like her too. She sounds like a wonderful lass.
The first impression you may have gotten from her in the tower those fiends were acting upon their own wishes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Malum wouldn't stoop to deal with such powerless creatures.
Oh, from what you've told me, I can't imagine she would dirty her hands.
They simply wished to gain favor by doing deeds they, by themselves, assumed she would like. She was not impressed. That altar was her brother's.
Oh, it's never dealt with demons before, but they had left a bad first impression.
Indeed. Well, as time comes, and you continue to prove yourself someone who would like to make such changes to the world, Malum shall give you favor to help you in these deeds to change the world, as our goals are the same. I hear hesitation in your voice.
Perceptive, too. Well, I'm going to have to leave you at a tentative maybe. Very intriguing power like that. Not really knowing anything about you or your mistress.
What would you like to know?
Oh, please do tell me all of your goals, all of your interests. I would love to know all of it.
Well, my own interests are that of Malum.
Oh, what are hers?
Malum seeks to create a world where everyone lives as one, such as the princes do.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. And there will be absolutely no collateral damage in the process, right?
Well, like all great things that have come in this world. For example, the dwarfist invention of the cannon. That was a great invention, but it also brought calamity to warfare.
Yes.
The discovery of magic. It has brought wonders to the world, but also calamity.
Yes. Well, can you describe what sort of sacrifice you'd be willing to make for this greater change?
Well, in an ideal world, all would just listen to Malum's words and realize that they
ideally.
are true and great.
Now it sounds like he's the evil one. Oh my God.
I'm trying to get info here. Shut up. You're not here.
Sorry, what?
I said, basically, what is the sacrifice that you're talking about? Like, what is
Okay.
the collateral that these agents of Malum are willing to take?
In an ideal world, cats don't jump on your desk.
You will control all cats.
In an ideal world, there will be no war.
Oh,
There will be no poverty.
really?
And those who work hard will be rewarded.
Really?
Yes, of course. An ideal world does not mean that everything comes easy,
Of
but
course.
everything comes easy to those who put the effort in.
And you haven't answered my question. What would you be doing to get this ideal world with no poverty and war?
Well, if sacrifices are to be made, it would be those who oppose such an ideal world.
Who do you feel opposes that?
Well, I feel as though no one should oppose this.
Oh, I agree, but who do you currently feel opposes that?
The current world leaders would maybe oppose it if, once you talk to them, perhaps we will see differently. That depends on you.
Oh, really?
Well, you and your band, of course.
Oh, you think the leaders that we've dealt with currently have not the correct interests?
No. The princes, they are not leaders of the people.
Ah.
They are not heirs to the throne.
You're like a bad reporter right now. You're asking such leading questions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the princes are not.
Princes aren't so the current rulers.
Yes, the kings.
So
The king of the humans, the king of the elves, the king of the dwarves. They all seek their own prosper, their own greed, their own gain.
So if I'm
You've
getting this
come
right,
from Tiras Mall.
I-
You've seen what the nobles treat, or how the nobles treat the lowly.
Oh, I know.
You yourself being a hard-working person, and your adoptive families, the way they were treated.
I know that all too well. I also know when somebody's trying to sell me snake oil. That's happened Once or twice. I guess 3 times now.
If you want, you can keep the medallion, and you can see if our actions help you towards a goal that perhaps you yourself would like.
Just one more question.
Of course, we were always here listening.
2 more questions.
Of course.
1. What do you want to do to the current rulers?
Like I said, in an ideal world, they would just join amongst your council.
This is not an ideal world. What do you wish to do?
Well, perhaps the princes that are ideal would become rulers. I would not seek that war be caused among the people of this nation.
I'm sure. Number 2. You say you're always listening. Can you hear through this device?
Yes?
Good to know.
I may as well be honest with you.
I appreciate your honesty.
As you can tell, we have been watching.
I can tell that given your knowledge of my past and trying to use that against me. It's quite clever. I appreciate that.
If that is how you see it.
We'll be in touch.
Of
Stop
course.
talking.
Have a good night.
I don't say anything else.
And we'll end it at that. All right. Thanks for listening to this week's episode, and thanks for joining in on the live stream.
Jesus Christ.
I got tense.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Thoughts?
I'm gonna need to have a talk with you guys.
Not a single insight check. Not a single one.
Dude, I wasn't gonna do that because he wasn't asking me to.
Trying to join.
True.
I'm not gonna ask.
You're
you to do
allowed to
insight on
say,
that.
can I make an insight check to see if this person is lying or
No.
and how I feel about that?
I will very rarely prompt you for
Oh.
stuff like that in our peeps.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I thought
I
it
have
was.
the opposite philosophy.
Oh, I also. Sorry.
That's okay.
Can I retroact? No.
No, but like going
Dude.
forward, I will very rarely ask you to make insight unless they're clearly lying.
No, like. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I was like to be sheepishly like, yeah, that's 200 gold.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
Okay.
Like if it's a very clear lie,
I can
I'll
tell you.
I'll
I
prompt
can tell you without insight. I don't fucking trust them as far as I can throw them. And I'm not talking about the medallion. I'm talking about that person.
Yeah.
So you're good.
For the record, that was supposed to be more of a female-ish voice.
No, I got
Okay,
that.
okay.
That's why I was flirting with her.
Okay. No, I just thought.
I mean, if
it
it
was,
was a man, I would still flirt.
I just thought it was me. No.
No. I could tell she was female.
Okay. No, I thought you were just flirting with me.
Oh well.
You flirt with me either
Of course
For
I
sure.
will.
I mean, who wouldn't, right?
No, all right.
Either way, I think we got some good info from that.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
us.